think that got away from the point that we was making. Listen, no one's saying that women should not be policed, right? No one's saying that women should not get their things together. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying is that I think that as men, we have to stop looking for things to be so easy. We have to stop looking for things to be so smooth. And we have to understand that, yo, your woman that you get, no woman that you get is going to be perfect, because you're not perfect. That's number one.
Right.
The second thing is that the better quality of a man that you focus on being, the better quality of life that you're going to have, period. And the better quality of life that you have, period, the more likely, not guaranteed, because as men, I don't look for as a man, I don't look for a guarantee, but the more likely, the better quality of woman that you're going to attract to you.
Yeah. So
And
let
so
me.
as you,
Sorry,
hold on,
Knightish, I
let
don't
me
want.
just land it. Let me just land it real fast. I apologize. As you are having this woman and you're being this man, then the standard that you set by your character and your integrity and by your example is automatically going to help her as a woman. And if not, you're going to leave her and move on to the next. So what?
Right. So that's what I want to say right there.
I gotta get
So
in here.
if you are blessed with having a leadership type man that can teach you that young, you're in a better position than most. But if we're listening to what we were just listening to, the wokeness and the nerfing of society, these uh, um, participation trophies, these single parent homes, the way men are checking out and women are checking out. Where does that young man get that from when you have no child left behind, which means you don't even have to know how to read for you to graduate? Where do those people that's missing those things get that from when mentors are stepping away because of all these accusations that go on? I used to be a part of a Boy Scout and Cub Scout team, and during that time I was there, this was an all black thing at Allen Temple Church in East Oakland. At that time, it was a scandal in the Scouts about people from that other community touching little boys. So it went across the whole thing. They just made a blanket indictment that everybody had to be on alert because it's potential that this is happening everywhere. But it wasn't happening where we were because all the parents are all on top of is parent participation, and even in the leadership roles. We knew the fathers and everything else. But when you have this constant like Me Too, policing the men, then the nerfing of the kids where they're not suspending kids. You can't. My son went to Oakland Military Institute. The woke people came there and eliminated discipline. Can't make them do push-ups. Can't make them run in place. They don't get suspended like that. And a year into that, it was just out of control. So where do people even get that level of understanding to be prepared to do the things you're describing?
Are you asking me, Najee?
Yeah, is.
Yo, I mean, listen, man. The bottom line is that men like yourself, active fathers in the lives of their sons and their daughters, help the situation, right? When you're active, because I'm sure no matter what, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, no matter what the school board had in place, Knightish had his rules and his standard for his sons, regardless. Yeah. It didn't matter, right? I mean, did it make your job a little bit more challenging? I'm sure it did. Did it make it a little harder? I'm sure it did. At the same time, your sons are a product of your household and your standard and your structure. And so I think that that's the answer. As parents, as individuals, if we focus on our household first and be the best people that we could be in our house and train up our children the way that they should go so that they do not depart, then that branches out. Are the masses going to be the mass? Listen, I don't understand why people don't get this. This is why I hate the majority minority conversations and most things. This is why I hate it, right? Because the masses, the multitude of people are asses. The multitude of people do the wrong thing 100% of the time. Like if you follow the crowd, we used to have a saying, Knightish and Reese. I'm sure y'all could address to this. If they jump over off the roof, are you gonna jump off the roof? If they jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge. I was always taught to never follow the crowd because the crowd usually is going the wrong way. They sheep. They going the wrong way. So why are we trying to reach the masses? Why are we trying to live of the example of what most people do? I never get it. The excellence and elitism is a very small group. It's not a lot of people. Why would we aspire to be what most people are?
And I think that the excellence in that group you talk about isolate themselves and practice individualism. So you had a D9 that's separate over here. You got the bourgeoisie that's separate over there. So it's not about the masses, it's about where my daughter will be, or my son will be, or my grandson will be, or my granddaughter will be. But let me read these super chats right quick.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough. Scratch squill of paper, yeah.
Okay, Kasim, $5. I've come to understand that being able to establish an emotional connection is what separates men who struggle and the men who attract effortlessly. Wow, let me see.
What?
I've come to understand that being able to establish an emotional connection is what separates men who struggle and men who attract effortlessly.
That sounds like
we
a
heard
cup
you.
game
It's
and
just-
simping to me. But anyway,
Thank you for the money. She's ready to do. Good scratch squill of paper.
Chris Reed, $2. So is Haley Bailey a good woman? I don't like to make judgment about that. Is she good enough to DDG? That's a DDG question. I think we got one
And you know,
more.
Knightish, like when they say things like that, they keep trying to make it seem like he's able to even date that type of woman. If you don't want that type of woman, why you focus on that type of a woman in the first place? You need to focus on yourself, build better character, so you can find a woman that has good character as well, and y'all could build together. Why you worry about Haley Berry, Holly Berry? I mean, any kind of goddamn Haleys. What's wrong
dude,
with you?
any 21-year-old
Again, I'm
who's not
reading the
fat is
super
hotter than
chats.
Halle
Y'all have
Berry
to
is
let
right
me
now.
finish reading
Sorry.
the super chats.
Thank you for the way you groove. She's ready the dough. It's time to move. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Feel the rhythm in your soul. The scratch, spill out there. That's how we roll.
Chris Reed, $2. Did she say taxes on that $3 billion? Did she pay taxes on the $3 million? We don't know what happened with that. That's a brand new something that 10th Man brought up.
Yo, 90s.
happened within the last 70.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough. Scratch squill of paper, yeah.
Chris Reed, $5. We'll be thankful we live in America, home of the free and not disciplined homeless people. Well, be thankful we live in America, home of the free. We're not disciplined homeless people, whatever that means. That's the last one. Who is next?
Yo, 90s, real quick. Yo, let me ask you this. It's weird to me, man. Like, because a man says take authority and take dominion and take responsibility, accountability for your life, people take that as a man is a simp. How is that possible? I don't get it. Because a man says, listen, if it's to be, it's up to me. The best help is at the end of your own two wrists. So that's not a simp mentality. That's a winner's mentality. Just for the record, that's what winners, that's how winners think. That's how winners operate. That's how winners move. So it's like, yo,
Is that
men,
in reference to the thing about having an emotional connection?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Overall, man, it's just wild that people think that men that talk with authority and talk with power are simps or somehow making excuses for a batch. I'm not making no excuse for no batches. I'm saying what I'm saying is, yo, when you move and operate a certain type of way, you don't have those women in your atmosphere at all. They can't even live at the air. Yo, guess what? When you're an eagle and you're flying high, the other birds can't even get there. They can't even breathe that air.
Eagles and shit.
That's a bar. And I
Oh
want
my
to say, I
goodness.
want to build
Can
up.
I get in here at some point?
Yes, you could. Mine's gonna be real quick. You could jump in right after me if you don't. I don't know if Knightish want whatever Knightish want, but I want to also say a lot of times the reason why they don't want to self-reflect, right, is because they want to blame and point the fingers about women because they will have to actually look at themselves in the mirror and actually do some digging and change who they are. Because if you want to become a husband, you're gonna have to change who you are. The person that you were before. Scrolling through and looking at corn and looking at all these other things, right? You're gonna have to change who that man is and become something better instead of worrying about what somebody else has done. Do some damn self-reflection, walk 15 minutes this way, 15 minutes that way, and do at least 2 push-ups a day. Go ahead.
And all I want is that people that's talking to not act like they're not getting an opportunity to talk.
I want that person
I want
who super
everybody.
chatted
I want
that
everybody.
incoherent.
I want everybody to be able to talk. Yeah, the super chat trumps everybody. I'll play the music right over you talking.
No, I'm saying once I try to super chat again with a more coherent message, please.
So we're having a conversation. As I recall, Knightish, the topic that you said out of your mouth, they were talking about feminism. The clip that we were playing was a lady. They were having a conversation about the effects of feminism in society.
Yeah. And 3 women up there was saying that it's having a negative effect. And that one woman is saying that there is no negative effect. These are the best kids ever. This is the best time ever.
Right. So I'm not tripping. Okay, thank you. So first we established that I'm not tripping. I'd like to get that out the way. Thank you. That being said, it's weird to me how a conversation that is about feminism and about the effects of feminism on society somehow gets transmogrified into men got to do better. And it's a strange leap. It's a strange psychological leap to me when we're describing. Yeah, that's my new word. You don't have to use it, but I'm using it. It's weird to me how when we're having a conversation about a giant political social movement / philosophy and how it's a philosophy that basically inhabits the minds of women and it informs and it guides the behaviors of women, and somehow or another we have to end the conversation with, well, men just got to do better. I don't think that's really what we're talking about. Men being better isn't really going to fix feminism or stop the effects of any of that.
And that's what I was saying earlier about when I was talking about the scouts and all other stuff, is that this is social engineering again. You have stopped the military men in a military school from being able to do what made the school great in the first place. Because I took my kid out of regular school because the kids in the school, for the most part, didn't have any discipline. So I put them in a school that had, some discipline that was, reasonable. But because of things that was happening at the time, like some kid overheated at a football game. So now I guess that means all kids, everything, the pendulum just swings so crazy the other direction. So since that incident happened, all kids are going to be dehydrated and something's going to happen, or it's just all extreme.
And not, hold on real quick.
Can I jump in, please?
Hold on real quick.
Wait, because I was cut off. Hold on, I was cut off.
Wait, let Angry Casper, he's barely said anything up here.
No, I'm going to be quick. Sorry. I'm in New Zealand. I have a bit of lag.
No, you clear. Go ahead.
Okay, so where I grew up, I remember a specific example of when I'd come home and I'd say the teacher hit me, and the parents would ask me, what the fuck did you do wrong? Like teachers could discipline the kids, but there was just as many male and female teachers, and now it's as mainstream would say it, it's a miracle if a guy has a male teacher, let alone if that guy is allowed to say anything. Like you have a British example of a guy who wanted to have like a boys club, much like you were saying, you know, like the, what do you call it, the Scout Eagles, whatever, and have some conversations with these boys about conversations that we are having right here. But because of the curriculum and somebody who sat in on the pilot, they deemed it too toxic or too Andrew-esque. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you.
Hey, yo, let me just say this because he was addressing me kind of, but so this is the thing. I didn't make it about men anything. You said, conservative, that about guaranteed. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is that those words about guaranteed, the words about the masses, the words about this and that and the third, yo, your outer world is a picture of your inner world.
He's right.
So
What do you mean? He
order,
made an
hold on
obscene
real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. You gotta
So-
let him finish his statement.
So in order for your life to change, you must change. And that's a man, woman, child, that's anybody, right? That's not gender specific. In order for things to change, you must change. If you keep doing the same thing over and over, you're going to keep getting the same result. And that's the definition of insanity. So the thing about it is when you were speaking, you were saying things that are counterintuitive or counter to what you're trying to achieve. And I was just pointing that out. That's it. It's not about the men.
I never really expressed a goal that I'm personally trying to achieve. So when the conversation gets bent towards, well, if you just work such and such way, you'll find that woman and yada, yada, yada. That's what I'm taking umbrage with. It's not about pairing men off with women. We were talking about feminism and what it does to society. And somehow that just always, not just here in this moment, but this is a recurring theme on panels with Black people. It always gets bent around into, well, you just got to get the bitch and you ain't going to be thinking this way. Like, listen, if I was married and happy, I would still notice what I notice. Like, society around me is what it is. And I don't think self-improvement is going to fix the way society looks, right? The things are happening and that's just how it is.
Wait, how do you hear? I don't see. This is the thing. I don't understand what you're hearing, because what you just said is not an illustration of what I'm trying. The point that I'm trying to illustrate, right? So what I'm saying essentially is this: if you change yourself, you change the world, because you are going to motivate somebody else to change themselves, and somebody else to change themselves, and someone else to change themselves, and then that's how the world changes. You can't change anybody if you can't change yourself. If you can't fix you, how do you even think remotely that you could fix anybody else? So that's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with a woman, for real. I'm not saying, yo, once you get a woman, then your whole life. That's crazy. I don't think a man should do anything to try to get women. I think a man should operate in a way that's best for himself and best for his life, with a woman or without a woman. And when if a woman comes along, she just adds to whatever you built. But it's not about a woman.
I don't know if you noticed my icon, sir. But I think that it's wrong for the wine bottles in Canada here to have this icon where it tells women not to drink while they're pregnant, because ain't no man telling me what to do.
I want to say this. I'm not talking about men or women. I'm talking about legislation and philosophies. If the feminist agenda and the third wave, which is saying go against gender norms, destroy the nuclear family, and then fourth wave is become Wi-Fi agents, because I think it's better to read it where they're saying that the fourth wave is Me Too and going against the manosphere. They use these specific words. So I'm not talking about women per se or men per se. I'm saying that all that stuff is not an original thought from your head. That's some shit that's being engineered for you to do, and you doing it.
But
like I know for a fact that the Willie Lynch letter was a hoax, but people are actually living that shit out. If you on here talking about colorism, light versus dark, you don't hear having women against men and young against old. That's literally the Willie Lynch letter.
Knightish, when you say living it out, let me flesh that example out in the most practical way I think we can relate to. We are raising our sons to be attentive and responsive to women and be better husbands and fathers and all of that. Yet we're raising our daughters to be strong and independent and to not need a man.
Can I jump in?
How does that build anything? You got it.
I'll be quick. I got so excited.
Let me help the adults out up here. Whenever somebody stops, as you've heard happen multiple times, feel free to go in. But in the middle of their sentences, no, you can't jump in. This is not double dutch.
I got it.
I asked the question. He's good. You can take it from there because that was the
I
question.
thought so.
So what I would say is
Well,
this,
I'm
that
telling you,
Anyway.
so there is a host here telling you, don't keep cutting people off when they're in the middle of a sentence.
simple.
I'm asking you not to cut people off, whoever it is, in the middle of their sentence.
And I want to say this: any responsible father want to teach their daughter how to be able to take care of themselves, because that's what a responsible parent would do, is to teach their son or daughter how to be adults. My daughter's gonna have to learn how to pump her own gas, possibly do her own brakes, possibly get a job, possibly learn how to budget all the adult things. You have to teach your children, boy or girl, how to be able to defend and survive in society. It is weird that fathers that have daughters are supposed to teach their daughter how to be submissive to any man. No, that's not how life works. You need to teach your daughter how to find a man that's working just as hard as you to build character in yourself. My daughter is not going to be with just any old man just because he's a man. Absolutely not. Ooh, that's a mic drop.
Nah,
No, it's not
though.
actually.
It's
at all.
really not though, Sharon. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was go ahead.
Can
I
I?
thought Casper was trying to talk, and
Okay,
I'll go
so
after Casper.
I'll be quick, okay? So I got excited because, like, I never heard the man speak, and he's saying the same point in different words. So I got excited because it's like we're raising one gender to fail, and we're like hindering the other gender from succeeding. So it's like you're raising a woman to be independent and fearful of any man, not to need them, okay? So it's like hypergamy. And then you're raising a boy to placate to any need. And what comes to my mind in Manor Swamp at the moment is this clip. And this little baby girl goes and she's biting a little baby boy. And then the baby boy like looks to the adults like, I'm getting attacked. They don't react. They're like laughing. And then the baby boy walks around and picks up a chair, goes to hit the other, and then the older girls scream, no, stop. So he got penalized from a very young age to not react. And this other baby, which was a girl, like just went to bite the boy, and they were all laughing. That was my point. It's like, he's right. Thank you. I'm done.
That plays out with adults too.
Hold on, Hood. That has happened, right? And y'all are not wrong, or y'all are not lying, right? That has happened. At the same time, what I'm saying is that as a father who has 2 girls and 2 boys, I've taught my daughters different and I taught my sons different. Now, whatever they decide to do is on. Hold on. I'm not. Yo, man.
Well, okay.
Yo, when you was talking, I ain't say nothing. I ain't say a word.
You're accusing me of making it personal.
I'm not taking. Yo, man. Let me just finish my point. I didn't cut you off at all.
Specifically that. The man was in the middle of a sentence.
I didn't cut you off at all. Yo, so what I'm saying, I'm not taking it personal. What I'm saying is that you should be the example that you seek. I don't understand why this is so hard to understand. If you don't like the world the way it is, change the world that you could change, which is your own shit. Why is that so fucking hard to understand? It don't make sense to me. We men and niggas just be crying and complaining and bitching and moaning instead of fucking changing their circumstance. Then you got control over that. That's what you could do. But yet and still, you're gonna cry about the way things are instead of making things the way that you want to be. All right, you got it.
Yeah, I have no problem with somebody teaching any child how to be self-sufficient and independent. But the other part, that I don't think I heard nobody actually say they want their child to do is hate the other gender. Yeah,
If you want,
every individual, male and female, should both be self-sufficient and independent so that when they come together, they are stronger bond. Where don't know something, this other person knows something. We build off each other. 100% of me, 100% of you. That's cool. The part that comes in and it get crazy is the damn feminist shit.
Knightish, let me walk you through a conversation that I was having on my panel a long time ago, right? Should I actually encourage my son, my black son, to look outside of Black America for a woman? Because I don't know that enough Black women are raising their daughters to actually want to be an effective partner to a Black man, right? And so there's this huge thing going on, the passport bros and SYSBM and all of that stuff. And it's like, listen, if this is just the way it's going to be because nobody thinks about raising their daughters to be wives, we'll raise your sons to be husbands, right? Because that's what we see as men. We know that's what men are supposed to do, but we don't want to raise our daughters to be wives. We don't want to think about it in that way. We don't want to explicitly think of it in those terms. Strong and independent, pump your own gas, do everything for yourself. You could be every woman, you can be anything you want to be, right? But your sons, they have to be raised to be good, responsible, hardworking, faithful, loyal husbands. And I'm just like, if that's the game, then maybe you should just skip that whole pool. Because if that's just the nature of it all, then this is not a good place for my son to actually look for a wife.
Yo,
So here's the problem.
let me hold on real quick, Sharon. Conservative, real quick. Let me just say this real quick.
And I want to go after.
Give me one quick second. Yo, hood conservative. Guess what? My son is 12, 13 years old, right? My son automatically see when you raise your child a certain type of way. I only deal with Black women. He's only seen, even though me and his mom don't always have, we for whatever, but he's only seen me love his mama. He's only seen me around Black women. My son prefers other kind of women, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. It's nothing I trained him to do. It's nothing I told him to do. He's looking around, but because he values himself, because I taught him how to be a man, because I'm telling him how to think for himself, he came to the conclusion that he doesn't want this, he doesn't want that, he doesn't want this, but he does want this, that, and that. And in his words, in his conclusion, he sees that in little Latino girl, little Latina girls. That's what he sees. So, but my thing to him is, what I tell him is, listen, I whoever you love, whoever you want to be with is cool. My thing is, don't exclude anybody just because of the color of their skin. Operate in a way of whoever treats you the best, whoever does the best by you, that's who you choose. But guess what? I taught my daughters to be quality women, not to argue with men, not to go toe to toe with men, to respect the man that she's with. She chooses a man, respect that man. I taught my daughters how to serve, how to be served, how to work and operate with somebody. Now, whether they take that and go with it, they do, or if they don't, they don't. But I taught my daughters how to be wives the best that I could, and I taught my sons how to be good husbands the best that I could. Now, whether they take it or not, that's on them. And I think that that's on each individual parent to do by their children.
And so I want to be.
Come on in.
Play, it's always a treat when players leave. Judge.
What up, Truth?
Good morning, old man.
Okay, you clear. Go ahead, Sharon.
I want to build on that. Like, this is why I said you got to train and teach kids how to be adults, right? Because at the end of the day,
somebody mute up. You got a lot of background, bro.
Yeah, that's Truth. Mute up. Mute. Yeah,
either way, whether it's a male or a female, if you just teach them how to be respectable human beings and be the best version of themselves, all that stuff is going to happen naturally. They're not going to argue with their partner because they don't argue with fools in the street in the first place. This is why you got to raise them just to be good character human beings. This way, whoever they deal with, they also can find another good character human being. It doesn't matter race, creed, or color, and all those other things. And this idea that men are just raising their sons to be great husbands is a lie. Most men are telling their husbands go get as much vagina as they possibly can. Most men are telling them how to be not have communications, not to have emotions. F that woman should just be shut up, feed you, and F you. That's it. So this idea that is a bunch of young men being taught how to be husbands is a fallacy. I understand y'all live in this romanticized world that men are being all raised to be these great character men, but it's not true. This is why we have fights on the internet all day about how we should be pushing our young men and young women to move a certain way. And it's crazy to me. Insane.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up? Good morning.
Do we think we have to be a thing in order to teach it?
Yes.
No, because we were talking about coaching the other day. You don't have to be a football player to be a coach.
Okay.
But would you be a better football coach if you had been a player? I believe
Yeah,
yes.
that's two different. Now we just changed it. So one was the first thing you said yes, and then Knightish said no, and then you said now to be better at something, then you said yes. So those are two different things. So I think that's the problem.
You got to lead by example, right?
Yeah, I believe you should. The problem is we're not synonymous of how to get to a thing. And that's why it's going to be so much diversity at being this, being that. This is a man, that's a man. This is a husband, that's a husband. We got to get that straight first before anything. And I think the other parties keep trying to tell the other party, hey, this is what a husband is. You don't have one, you never seen it. This is what a wife is. You don't have one, you never seen it. So how do we get something that we never seen, nor we are that thing? How? Because it's not happening.
A lot of studying in history. Like there's a few cats that you could check out. Like the oldest that's studied that I know is a dude named Paul Elam, which is like a white British old dude, and he's been like in the Manor Swamp on the men's rights activist MRA since forever. And funnily enough, and I'll be done, one of his funny points is that the reason why MRAs back then decided to fight for divorce and child custody is because they thought there was an achievable goal, not that it would actually solve anything. It was just a way of getting visibility. But anyway, I'm done. But like, if you want to answer that question, like he's the closest that I ever heard that maybe has it.
Okay, you can't say you've done it, then keep going. So the thing is that if we are as men, we gotta just be honest on the things that we hear and see, and stop trying to live on this idea that every man teach their sons how to be virtuous men. It's just not true. It's not a true statement. And once men start being honest and we can have some real self-reflection of who we are as males and how we are going to transform our ideologies to men, we are always going to have this problem of pointing the finger. When you point the finger, you give power to the other person. And just like it said earlier, you have to change you. That's how you change your world. Simple and plain.
Yeah, that's
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
We got to get our shit together.
Hello, bro. I'm trying to get the money.
Talk to me about money.
All I'm trying to do is feed my family, man.
Where is the manion?
We need our millions!
Don't you think it's about time you gave me my money?
Support the situation. Is money is love.
Give me my money.
Hey, that's it. That's all. You can donate on PayPal now, and you can donate on the Cash App.
Thank you very much. All right.
Yes, and that Cash App is right there at the bottom of the screen. $ KNIGHTISH1. And the PayPal is right next to it. PayPal.me/IDLNO. Who was next?
I was about to say Sharon is absolutely correct about this. We really got to be honest with ourselves and look around. We are not teaching nobody. As we're talking about majority, we probably have men up here doing that with their sons. But we're talking about the majority that's going around. We are not teaching our sons to be virtuous.
I mean, when you say we,
when has the majority
people? You gotta let people finish, y'all.
Did you just hear what I said? I said the people up here probably aren't. You probably are. I said the majority. Now, if you want to lie and sit around here and say majority of men are virtuous, you have a problem.
That's not the point. Hey, truth. When has the majority ever? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, the majority don't make the laws. The majority don't make the rules. The majority don't make the money. The majority don't do nothing but mess stuff up. So when has it ever been a standard to be or to act like the majority? When has that ever been a thing?
For a successful society, it's a necessity.
Wait. Angry, that's on truth.
It's not about, of course, if we're talking about the lot is usually going the wrong way. I'm not saying but that's the problem. If we have more women doing wrong, we have more men doing wrong. That means majority of us are going to do wrong. It's simple math. It's just simple. So if y'all looking for this mass thing to happen where all of a sudden we start getting married and it start being successful, it ain't going to happen till us individually.
It ain't never going to happen.
That's my point.
Whoa, that's a lot. Wait.
That's my point.
Wait, let me understand. Hold on, Knightish. Are y'all saying? Listen, it ain't about. That's why I keep trying to get y'all to understand. And he took it like I'm talking about.
No, Izzy. I understand exactly what you're saying. Even when you went back and said, when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing because she's rare.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So why we keep talking about the masses when the masses are asses? Like, the masses are not going. The masses have never been the standard of excellence. Have never hold on real quick. Have never been the standard of what you should want to be. Like, so why don't we focus as individuals on being the best that we could be, being the best example we could be, and then going from it that way? Like, why are we worried about what everybody else is doing?
We're saying the same thing. We're just coming from a different end. So I'm saying that because it's not a mass of people doing the right thing, we have, so let's say a guy goes out here and he meets about 5 women, and one of them is decent, but he's fucked up, and he goes through and fuck all 5 of them up, even that decent one. So that rare motherfucker that was just good, she's now part of the whole. She's part of the goddamn group now. She's fucked up now.
What is a good woman?
So that's my point. We keep talking. It's not going to happen. Like you said, it's not going to happen in mass. So what has to happen, people have to be patient about what they're trying to find.
Yeah.
Instead of complaining about it.
Yeah.
Right. That's
now I want to, but hold on. Can I jump in for a second?
Wait. Yes to all of that shit. But here's the thing. Dracula can't wait to corrupt the virgin, the innocent, the good girl. So are you saying it's not that many Draculas?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's too.
They all want Dracula.
I just said that. I said a guy fucked all of them up, even the good one.
But see how y'all keep your hood conservative. Y'all keep taking it back to a batch. And what I'm trying to talk about is a mindset and a
Don't
mindset
do that, is.
that hold on, hood, that is regardless of a chick. Like, yo, you should be the man that you are if you have 100 women or 0 women. It shouldn't matter. You should be that same man no matter what.
And
Listen, I called you out earlier for tying it back to women when we were talking about feminism, and you made it about men getting with women. Listen, the whole thing is this, bro. No matter how you slice it, even if I accept your whole framing of things, is the problem is when you're talking about the masses being asses, you are leaving out the obvious that the masses won't be able to pair off together, and that's the problem I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the elite motherfuckers who can get it together and find that rare woman. I'm saying that the masses are not getting it together. That's the conversation. Why are they messing up? Well, how do you fix it for the masses? What are the things that need to be done in that? Well, maybe you can though. Well, hold on. That's the thing though. Maybe you can, because it's actually about law and policy when it's the masses though.
You cannot. It's stupid.
But wait. Don't say you can't when we actually had a time when the numbers said otherwise. So don't tell me you can't.
Hold on. That's why I brought up before. That's why I brought up the Bible to try to let you see.
I don't go back to the Bible. I don't go back that far.
Good, but I did to let you know that even when Jesus walked the earth, bro, it was the same shit. That's not the point.
That's not the point. That's not it.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second, y'all. Listen, I'm not tired. Let's just take our time and let this marinate. I think Hood Conservative is talking about segregation time, right, Hood? Right after slavery?
Well, not just after, but before civil rights.
Yes, so right before civil rights. So that was engineered.
We're trying to get you.
We agree with that. Will we agree
what
that
was engineered? Yes. What do you mean was engineered? Yes. What exactly was engineered though?
Go ahead, Knightish.
If they're gonna put my leg to one horse and then have the horses run apart, they're gonna slice your wife open and use the baby as gator bait. Of course, we're gonna be together. Fear.
No. What? In 1940, black men were not married at a higher rate to black women because of fear. It wasn't just fear. We had a community. We had a system. We had an order that was ours. It wasn't all just fear. And so if you're telling me that the only reason that black men and black women got together and stayed together is because the white man had his boot on our neck, then fine. Let's end this conversation right now and go our separate ways.
1 second. Let me bring somebody up.
Come on in.
Plan, it's always a dream when players leave. Judge.
Yo,
Mike, I want to see if Daryl Mike is working.
Oh, my bad. What's up, Knightish?
Oh yeah, you clear. Okay, you good.
Hey, yo, hey, none of this wasn't that the time where they had the saying about Jody and the milkman? Wasn't that the time where they had the fathers that would go and they would have a family down the street and around the corner and around? So all of this shit. So Knightish, hold on real quick. Hold on, Knightish. Let me bring it home.
Let's stay right there though. But it was a wife cheating. That wasn't a single lady.
Right. And it was a husband cheating. It wasn't a single man.
It wasn't yes.
Right. So the point that I'm making, Knightish,
so it looked better either way, though. It was better than this.
Damn. Yo, fam. The point that I'm making is I understand what you're saying. And can we probably get back to that? That's probably, we probably can. At the same time, what I'm telling you is if you're looking for the majority of people to do the right thing for the right thing's sake, yo, you are not on planet Earth, bro.
But it is not the right thing. Let's go back to what you just said. The husband was cheating. He was happy. The wife was cheating with the milkman or the pool guy or the gym instructor. She was happy, but they kept the family together, right? So they wasn't all this super moral. They just understood the significance of keeping the family together.
Right, but it's
Yes.
not necessarily that they was happy either. But the thing is, this is what I'm trying to get to understand.
So it's
I don't want to
happiness,
get hold on, Knightish, hold on real quick. I don't want to get off the point that I'm trying to make. This whole ideology of the masses of people doing the right thing is stupid. It doesn't happen. Yo, there is a saying: the road to hell is wide and well traveled. The road to heaven is narrow. So this whole thought that most people are gonna do anything right, y'all are crazy. That's not gonna happen ever.
No, but let's stick to the part about community and family though. Is that not important? Is that even though he had a family on the side of town, she probably knew it the whole time, but then nobody really say nothing about it till the funeral.
Yo, okay, but yeah, I mean, family is important.
Wait one second. Junior is 6'2", green eyes, brown hair. Pops is dark skin, 5'8". He knew that wasn't his son.
That's
Yo, let me ask you a question. Knightish, you have a chat bounty?
Oh yeah, I got bounty for everybody.
All right, what's your chat bounty?
It's a $1 a minute. Who timing out?
This nigga, cause since I got a bag, let me put some money. Let's see if Cool Kamazi got some bread. Cool Kamazi. Yeah, let's see if he got some bread. Since I got a bag for mine, I'm gonna bless you, Knightish.
I begs too, so I'm on the
and this gives me protection too, right? So just
wait a minute, Cool Kamazi is not from my chat. He must be from yours or Sharon's.
Nah, I'm not simulcasting, so he must be for Sharon's. Okay, it's cool.
Oh, is he from? Is Hood Conservative? Is he one of your guys?
It's my chat.
I can still time him out, but I mean.
Okay, well, yeah. Here you go. Give Cool Kamazi.
You got a bounty for the chat room too? That's crazy. You putting a bounty?
Yeah.
Nobody's safe around
here. A nigga is tripping anywhere. Listen, we just lost our chat queen. Has been a chat queen forever. She got bought out. Now B Love is a chat queen. I can't do it here. Hood Conservative would have to do it. No, I can't touch him. I don't see him.
Oh, okay, well, cool. Why can I see
my people are protected. My gang protected by me. We don't do that to each other over here.
Well, I'm gonna bless Knightish anyway. Here you go, man. Knightish, man. I'm gonna bless you anyway, but maybe some protection or something, man. Damn, man. The niggas is talking. Hey, Knightish. All right, go ahead. My fault.
So here's the thing. I don't understand why feminism is some kind of situation that we have a conversation that's ruining society or ruining everything. Feminism, we all think that women should have the ability to take care of themselves. So this idea that women standing up for themselves is somehow hurting men is insane to me. Hey, listen, you need something done. You need to go ahead and stand up for yourself and figure it out. The ladies figured out what they needed, and so should you. Simple.
No, first wave feminism, I don't think nobody up here have a problem with first wave feminism. It's when it stopped being about women and it started being about
I do.
Women. Oh, you have a problem with first wave?
Absolutely. The tree isn't sick from the fruit, it's sick from the root.
Agreed.
Right, and so this is the issue. Like, men like him believe that if it somehow goes back to 1950, that men are going to have better options with dating or finding a family is not correct. You are not a virtuous man, so therefore you're not going to find a virtuous woman. This whole dating scene has nothing to do with feminism. It has everything to do with you and how you move and how you think in the world.
And that's where I agree with Sharon.
You think shame is going to fix it?
Who thinks that?
That's what he's saying, because he's just
that's what it
men.
is. Yeah.
Bro, it's so 1995.
Be better, do better, talk better, earn better, love better, emote better, hustle better. You just got to be better, and all the feminism will just disappear, will melt away around you like the Thanos snap.
Yeah, how does it go? 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund. Which one did I miss?
Next question.
Be better, and you get somebody who's been slacking off.
What's talking about blue eyes? What the freak?
Hey, well, he's a white man. What are you saying?
Yeah, they got a whole different scale with white guys. Yeah, blue eyes matter.
Okay, but I was like, huh? What's that have to do with
it? Somebody wanted to ask me a question.
Yeah, so like what Sharon was saying, say like you and your You out here doing your thing. And then all of a sudden you want to switch up and say, hey, you know, I want a wife. You think after all the shit you done did, you think you're supposed to just run into this virtuous, caring, loving, loyal woman?
I never made any argument like that at all. I don't
No,
even
I
talk
asked
like
you.
that.
I asked.
I'm saying no. I'm saying no
Okay, then
definitively. But I don't even make those type of arguments. I
Okay.
don't even talk in that world.
I
So
didn't
I
say
don't
you
even know
did.
why
I
I'm
asked the
coming at it from
question.
that way with you.
I asked the question.
Okay.
Because that's the.
Give
that's
me
the
1
whole-
second, y'all. Let me read the super chat.
Thank you for the money, cheese, petty the dough. Do the scratch, squill of paper.
Izzy Bands 999. Not so cool Kamazi is a broke joke. Stack up and match up brokey.
So conservative. The reason why I asked that is because that's what's going on. That's what's happening.
I disagree, but okay.
You can disagree. You can disagree. I can ask you how many women you slept with. So you disagree with something that you do or have done, correct?
I didn't even know how this became about me. This is weird. It always comes back to this. It's like we're having a macro conversation, and then it gets bent into the micro for weird reasons. This is about the macro.
See, and that's the problem. That's what Izzy was talking about. You want to deal with something on the masses when you individually, or a lot of us individually, are fucked up and bad people.
Okay, everybody's a sinner, bro.
Women want to be with that, bro.
We're all sinners. Why is her sin noble, but my sin is no. You just said, hold on, brother, bro. But if we're all sinners, men and women alike, why is it that only men must purify themselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka? We're all sinners, right? We're all messed up, right? How come she's too good for me if we're all messed up?
We're not all messed up. No, we're not.
So you just said we're all messed up, bro.
And the main people that says that, we're all this, is the ones that use excuses for being that way. They don't change.
But you just said that to me, that we're all.
I said majority. I never said all.
Well, if the majority, even fine. Let's go with the majority, right? If the majority of men are messed up and the majority of women are messed up, how is it that only the men have to purify themselves to be good enough for these messed up women?
Great question. I can answer that. I never said only. It needs to start with us though, because you're the fucking leader, aren't you? Or you're not.
No, I'm not. I don't own that one. Not today. If this was like 100 years ago, maybe, but today you're not gonna trick me with that shit.
All right, and then good. So no woman should treat you like a leader either. Since you just said you're not one.
I didn't ask for that, did I? I'm simply stating how it is, not what I want.
Then since you don't want the woman to treat you like a leader, she doesn't have to be this virtual woman. She don't have to be this traditional. It's billions of them out here. So what? It's billions of them. It's hard to find that virtuous one. The motherfucker that you want, they ever
be better and hope it gets
and
better.
I want to build off of what also want to build up.
Be better and hope it gets better. Who said that?
Also want to build
up your mic, bro. Up your mic. Say that shit louder. Be better and hope it gets better.
I want to build up.
Be better and hope it gets
like
better,
nobody is saying that you should build yourself up to be this great virtuous man for a horrible woman. Nobody is saying that.
Exactly.
We're saying build yourself up and build your character up. So now when you find that good character woman, you won't ruin her. Because most men that ain't putting in that work to be better human beings, if you was to find that good woman, you would ruin the relationship.
Exactly.
You're still trying to protect the woman though.
Exactly. That's the truth.
Good.
I'm trying to get you to understand that it starts with you. You have to build your character up so you can find that character woman. Nobody, not one man here is saying build your character up and deal with a degenerate woman. Nobody is saying that.
But hold on. You literally just said though.
You got a super chat.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Build your character up and go have fun.
I mean, yeah, that's really what I'm on it. Shout out to my girl Carmen with the 999. I'm not even in my my spot yet. Shout out to Knightish. But she says Chat freedom. Oh, yeah, hood chat freedom. Yeah, we got a free chat over on my channel. We don't do a lot of bounties and sniping and all of that. We just like to maintain some level of decorum, but we don't really try to time people out and whatnot. But hold on, what was the question on table? Y'all done made me lose my train of
Don't
thought.
bring your chat around me.
Oh yeah, do better, be better. Right? No. Sharon literally just said though, when you build yourself up and you get yourself to the peak of your masculine form or whatever, it is so that you don't abuse the woman. Like you literally said that though, and that's kind of why I'm like, nah, bro. He said that. Please, let me just point this out.
You're trying to.
He said that. He said. Bro, let me respond to him. I didn't even get to nothing you said. Let me respond to him and he could defend him. But he said that build yourself up so that when you find that rare good woman, you don't damage her. And it's like crazy that even your whole concept literally ends on you don't damage her. Like it's the assumption that you're a threat to her at all after you built yourself up. Like, it's just this weird thing we keep coming from, like where like somehow the man is the problem that needs to be fixed, and it's not that.
So,
can I ask a question? Maybe I'll derail it a little bit better.
And then you can get to
Never
it.
mind.
So again, so this is where we have a communication problem. What I said is that you have to build yourself up so you can find a good character woman. Because if you was to get a good character woman and you did not build yourself up, you will ruin that woman. So you have things misconstrued of what I'm actually saying. Again, you build yourself up so you can find a good character woman, not so you could be with the wrong woman.
Simple.
Yeah, the better you are, the better you're supposed to get, right?
Or the better you will recognize what you need, right? Because you love yourself. When you building yourself up, it shows that you love yourself. And once you love yourself, you're not going to allow somebody else to disrespect you in any kind of way, because you got to hold a standard. You expect your partner to hold up a standard as well. And then now y'all can move together and build your family to have great standards as well. And then they keep moving, and hopefully they could find somebody that has good standards, because just way we can understand, like, it is women that ruin good guys as well. And this is why the red pill exists in the first place, because it has been women that ruin some good men and then they turn into the red pill because they was at home crying because some woman cheated on him or something like that, where he didn't recognize that, hey, that was an opportunity for you to go find the perfect person for you. If somebody do something wrong to you, that is an opportunity. That is not the time to be crying and bitching and moaning. No, that is an opportunity to move forward. If I'm with a woman, I'm doing everything correctly, and that woman decides to do something foul to me,
that's
that
on
is
her.
her mistake.
Right, that's on her. Exactly.
My opportunity to move forward and hopefully find somebody that was better, because that thing that she was doing in the dark, it had to come to the light, because I am righteous, I am light. So therefore, whatever she was doing foul to me is going to come to me. So therefore, I could free her from all of her darkness.
Right.
And for some reason, you men want to have it easy. It ain't supposed to be easy. You're supposed to learn from it. It's not a loss. It's a lesson for you to learn through. And a lot of times, men, they find these horrible women and they don't learn a lesson. So therefore, they date the same lesson over and over.
But this is the thing. This is the thing, Sharon.
Figure it out, and then therefore now you'll be able to find that good, virtuous woman.
It's not just that. And you are exactly right on that particular point. And that's what I was saying. Once you build yourself up to a certain level, your tolerance is not going to be high. You're not going to tolerate disrespect. You're not going to tolerate a woman who treats you certain type of way. You're not going to tolerate certain inconsistencies that a woman may bring to your life. You're going to be quicker to be like, okay, this is not working. This is not for me. Let me move on to a different situation. And that's the thing. So it's not so much. I agree with 99% of what you said in that particular manner, Sharon. At the same time, it's not that these dudes keep failing the test, is that they're not growing. And since they're not growing and getting better, they keep attracting more of what they think they deserve. That's what it is. So once they grow and do better, if you knew better, you do better, basically. Bottom
So you
line.
saying they're
This is
attracting
the weird
themselves
disconnect.
since they won't let me just say this because this is hilarious to me. So you saying they're attracting themselves since they won't do the work, they keep finding people that won't do the work?
That's
No,
a
I
fact.
don't right.
That's a
Well,
good.
yeah,
that's a
people
good
that,
observation.
Well,
people that
well,
won't do the work. Yes, in that sense, yes.
Yep.
This is the weird disconnect to me, right? So, like, again, Knightish, we were talking about that clip, feminism, da 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 da.
Yeah, and that's
I
before
will.
you go, let me read this in. Let me read this in because I brought this up for a reason. Let me read this in. Let me grab this again. Because like I said, I'm okay with first wave feminism, but when it gets a little bit, let me pull up. Wait, let me see. Where is it at? Right here. Share this. Let me bring up a little plastic spoon. She popped down. So first wave feminism, right? Let's talk about it. First wave was, let's see, late 19th century, early 20th century. Main focus, legal rights, especially women's suffrage, the right to vote, property rights, education access, legal recognition, key events and figures, Seneca Falls Convention, 1848 USA, Declaration of Sentiments, leaders Susan B. Anthony, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Emmeline Prankhurst, and achievements, women voting. Okay, so that's right. So second wave, expanding equality beyond legal rights to workplace, education, and personal life, reproductive rights, sexual freedom, anti-discrimination laws, influenced by feminine mystique, Betty Findon, Equal Pay Act. Okay, all that perfectly cool. Third wave, diversity of intersectionality, race, class, sexuality, and gender identity. This is where it goes somewhere else.
Right, and none of that shit got nothing to do with a man self-improving. So can we stop with the whole virtue signal conversation?
Right,
Let's talk about these things.
So wait. Let me say this. The third wave from 1990 to 2010, and then fourth wave, which is now talking about internet stuff, digital activism, social media campaigns, finding sexual harassment and assault, global feminist, solidarity and intersectionality justice, Me Too movement, Times Out, all this different stuff right here where it's talking about this is all emotion based. This
Right.
ain't nobody
Well, even if you go to second wave, right? And listen, I'm cool with chopping it down at first, but let's go to second wave, right? Because you said we agree on that, and I say no. But second wave feminism, they said reproductive rights, and they call that equality. Now, this is the mind trick that they're playing on you. They're making a move to have a right that is specific to and exclusive to women, and then calling it equality.
Well, my thing in the second wave is where they're talking about challenging gender roles and family and challenging the idea of family and challenging the idea of sexuality. What do they mean challenging it? Other than that's for the LG.
Dismantling it and changing it. That's what they mean.
I'm not trying to create no hell or jail for people that choose that lifestyle. I don't want to cause no harm to you, but I don't have to accept it in a way. They're telling you to not only accept it, celebrate it. What does that mean? If I'm not,
Can I jump in?
I'll just say I don't need you to celebrate me. I just need you to not show up at my house to commit a
We're
crime
not
against me
making it
because of
about
it.
these. There's a big thing in there. Just a quick note. That's the death of religion. It's like that's kind of when the church started decimating. That had a lot to do with the feminist waves. I'm done. It was just a side note that I think it's important. It's like when morals went astray. Sorry, go ahead. I'm in New Zealand.
Go ahead.
It's okay. It was a quick note, but like it's interesting because there's other factors that come into play. It's like some would say then that's when the dollar went away from gold standard. Like there's a whole bunch of other things. Like it's not just a simple list. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's about the pork in the bill. So when you go away from the gold standard, then it's fiat currency. What's backing it? The military. Right? So it's about really understanding the details of it. trying to oppress a woman or put my foot down on her, make her do something. I don't want to do that. I agree. Okay, cool. First wave and some second wave. But when you start talking about challenging gender roles and I'm a patriarchy or I oppressed you because grandpa or Mr. from the color purple, now we all off to the races.
Well, that's the problem with first wave feminism, though. It started out with that very assumption in and of itself. So if you don't like that about second wave feminism, you don't like that about first wave.
Hood. First wave, they were boiling women, calling them witches.
No, nigga, that was like the 1700s or something. That was a long time ago, and not for nothing, bro.
That's what first wave was about.
Feminism had nothing to do with the Salem witch trials, bro. That's not even a thing.
I'm saying that all the shit they was doing, blood leading women, boiling. I know these happened at different times, but women got up to the point where they couldn't have a bank account, nothing.
Yeah, but
go back to that.
If you were a man, you might have got skinned or scalped or boiled alive. It wasn't unique to just women. That wasn't something like we were only doing that to women because they were women. That's what people did to people back then.
Yeah, I agree with you. And they impale people and all that stuff. But men have the right to have their own money, though, right?
Well, as a husband, you are the leader of the family. If you're a single woman, then you kind of have your own. But if you're the husband, your wife can't just go out and blow the family's money and call that equality. And that's kind of what they're arguing for at this point. So there's a misunderstanding about women's lack of rights. As a married woman, yeah, your rights were subjugated under the idea of family. So your right to own a bank account as a married woman, they didn't have that. So the father or the husband, rather, he was over the woman in that sense, but that was under the idea of the family being a unit, not just the man somehow like abusing his wife by not giving her money. Like generally in the household, the woman probably had a great say over how the money did get spent. It's just that as a legal matter, he is the CEO of that family corporation.
But if you're in that position, you have the ability to abuse it, though, right?
Anybody with leadership has the ability to abuse it, and this is what men are. Let me thresh that out. This is what men are complaining about right now, compared to back then versus right now. Men are finding that women will abuse that power in a far more destructive manner than men will abuse that power. Men will do things. Men have, not every man is an angel or a saint. We're not going to say that. But when men had leadership over the families stayed together. Families were more harmonious. When women have leadership over the families, the women take the children and go get a side nigga.
That is horrible. So no.
Well, is that not the majority of what's going on right now with single unmarried mothers?
No.
So most mothers right now are not unmarried and single?
That don't have nothing to do with your talking point, what you're saying.
So if they're unmarried and single, they're not celibate. That means they're having sex with dudes who have no authority, no position in their house, just a never-ending roll of side niggas.
That's fine. You talking about a certain demographic of women? That's fine.
I'm talking about
I get a link to that?
Right. Right. There's a lot of them. But it's a certain demographic of women that you are speaking of. But when we're talking about marriage and men was taking advantage of the situation, that's the issue. When women was able to start taking care of themselves, they did not allow the abuse. So therefore, that's the part that you are missing.
It's the assumption of abuse. And my whole thing is, I don't believe that women were just being abused wholesale to the point where they wanted to break the family up. And then now when we start to get into the numbers of actual physical abuse, according to the numbers from like the CDC or whatever, Black women are equally violent as Black men. And there have been numbers where Black female spousal homicide has been higher than Black male. So you have literally killed men more than men have killed women. Statistically speaking, we're just talking about Black numbers. Black women are more murderous than white men. And so don't tell me that they've been so abused. I refuse to carry that Mr. from Color Purple narrative. She got a switchblade on her panties, bro.
So yeah, like you don't have no stats to prove that women are more violent. Yeah. 100% lie. It's no. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I was probably about to say the same thing that you was about to say. Like, unless bro got the stats to a institution that is actually like legitimate, and bro just talking, right? Because I could tell Sharon right now, look up the number one way that black men die in the last 40 years has been homicide, bro. That's according to the census and everything, bro. So I don't see black women out here dropping niggas as much as niggas drop black women. But I don't know what bro's saying. I think that's just unless he got the stats to really go over this shit, I think bro just talking.
I'm talking DV rates. So like when you cite the census, I'm citing the same government stats that you're leaning on right now. So when it comes to specifically DV, I'm not talking about gang violence. I'm not talking about street shootings. I'm talking about the DV rates. Domestic homicides, they have outpaced black men in certain years. And this is probably during like the 80s or the late 70s, but there has been a couple of years where they charted those numbers. And so my point is, don't just buy the hype that they've been so abused that they just had to go it alone. No. These women are actually not what you think, what you're describing them as. They're very capable.
No, they are capable, Hood, but I'm saying, like, what stat can I go put it up right now and find it?
Oh, you're gonna make me go listen. I did a whole show on Bernard Riley's channel about this years ago. And so I'm not just pulling this out of the air. I pulled the stat up. We did a whole hours-long show with a panel and everything on it. So it's not that I'm just making this up. It's already in the air.
No, you good, Hood. I ain't trying to pull your card, nothing. I just, you know what I'm saying, like, it's the same way when women say certain shit about men statistically and they can't prove it. They can, you know what I'm saying, prove that shit, bro. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, truthfully, and shout out to Bernard Riley, but I don't give a fuck about what you did on his channel. Like, you here right now talking about some shit that I can't confirm. Bracy said he can't confirm. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So if you can pull it up, I'll shut the fuck up about it. You know what I'm saying? But right now, with all due respect,
I don't expect you guys to know everything. And listen, I'll take a quick second to see if I can dig it up all over again. But you're asking me to rehash years old territory, so it might take a second. But this has been old news. You just don't know it.
No, you already was rehashing it when you were talking to Bracy. I'm just asking you to prove that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about what the fuck you want to talk about. You feel me? But if you're going to name some stats, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when Cynthia G says all black men don't take care of their children, right? Come on, bro. We know we got stats that go against that, like actual stats we can pull up at any time. That's all I got to say, Bracy. You good, dog.
I have a question for the content creators up here. Who's going live next so I can redirect these people?
I'm setting up one now, but probably Izzy Band's probably going live.
Nah, I ain't going live. What's up, Daryl? I ain't going live.
You quitting already? Oh, god damn it! Now I'm gonna have to set one up then, since you quitting. So let me just rough shot. I'm gonna rough start a show real quick with no title or nothing. Yeah, I'm about to do it right now. I'm setting it up right now.
Chat's gonna feel robbed if you don't fall asleep on the stream. That's like your
I don't go to sleep like that.
Knightish is here to make money, not fuck around.
So all I'm saying is that when you do a quick Google search, it says that black women experience more domestic violence all around altogether than what. So again, what you're saying is just talk. I don't know why you just don't come out and say that. Come out the closet. You can hang out with 10th man or whatever, and he can teach you how to.
Why you gotta always do that, man? Why you gotta question that man's sexuality because he don't agree with your talking points? That's crazy, bro.
It's not that he don't agree
Niggas be sensitive, bro. That's all. Niggas got sensitivities they can't hide.
That's crazy.
I'm not the one that's being sensitive. You are the one that is out here crying. Like, if you really listen to yourself, you would not think of your. If you was just to hear the things that you are saying, you would start to realize how much you sound like an unmasculine man, right? Like somebody.
Yeah, you silly goose. You're silly.
You are blaming everybody else for circumstances that you have control of. That is not.
What did I blame when I brought up CDC statistics, bro? Who did I blame by citing like black women's violence or something? What are you talking about?
What I'm saying is that you brought up fake statistics. It's not real.
That's
not something that men do, right? So again, you are blaming women for things that has happened in society. You got to control you. So any man that is blaming other entities for what is going on, that is a man problem. You did not grow up yet. You need to grow up and understand that, hey, listen, things is going to be difficult, and that's what makes being a man a beautiful thing. When you get past adversity, that makes you a dope ass man. You got to become something. You cannot be pointing finger towards feminism, towards women, towards any kind of sexy red and all these other things and say that's the reason why men can't find relationships. No, men can't find relationships because they are stuck in arrested development. Grow up.
And let me be sensitive right in this moment. I don't like when people have a wrench in mind and trying to troll me at the same time. What's up with that? Make that make sense, town business. Go to sleep already. Y'all ain't seen me sleep in months. Y'all need to cut it the fuck out. And the jokes is whack. Is anybody laughing? You even got this foreign man up here talking about me going to sleep. The people will be disappointed. You know what would make me not be disappointed? Send me some euros or whatever the fuck currency you got over there on this damn Cash App, nigga. The fuck is we saying?
Let them know. Let them know again. Support. Hey, y'all support the content creators. Support Knightish, man. Y'all put us some bread. Yo, Knightish, you have people in the chat talking about Easy only sent $10. No, I sent more than $10. But support Knightish, man.
Listen,
y'all hit the damn Cash App. Hit the damn super chat. Do something.
Y'all should feel good that y'all in chats where they allow y'all to insult the content creators that spend day after day after day trying to entertain you ungrateful pieces of shit.
Oh, Lord.
I am very grateful, sir.
That's right, Knightish.
Oh, man.
They don't know me, Truth. I don't know what the fuck they playing with me. Motherfuckers be saying goodbye. I'm finna leave right now. Who the fuck cares? What was that announcement for?
Goddamn.
Motherfucker got single character fucking cut it the fuck out.
Damn.
Hey,
And now you got no box wine because you cheap sons of bitches and send me no fucking money.
Damn.
Hey, Knightish, yo, will you tell these what? Yo, I don't understand why people are trying to get on me.
Crumb bum pieces of shit. I've been here for fucking 8 hours.
Support the show. Yo, listen, they act like, yo, you just seen $10. I sent Knightish more than $10. But what did you send Knightish? Why are you worried about me? You send Knightish some money, you broke motherfuckers. Send Knightish some money, you broke bitches.
Is because I don't even want you to do that. Listen, we got Daryl Long up here. We got Izzy Bands up here. We got Sharon up here. We got Hood Service up here. We got some fucking stars of the space in this bitch. You greedy, no good, selfish bastards. Send me some fucking weed, some fucking wine, some fucking whiskey. Be somebody.
That was good.
Recognize who the fuck is on that stage right now.
Why did you leave out the white doctor?
Hey, Red 2 Muse. Hold on, Red 2 Muse.
We're
not so sexy, Red. I'm talking to your ass. Red 2 Muse, I'm talking to you. The fuck you mean put a name on? If Knightish want to cut me off and I got respect for him, so I let him rock because it's his shit. But yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you. The fuck you mean? Fuck you mean put a name on it? I'm talking to you. You broke bitch. Hit the man with some money. Nah, man, fuck all that, man. Fuck all that, man. Hit the man with some money. We on demon time today. Fuck you mean?
To wake up a little bit.
How much for the box room tonight? 30, 40, what you need?
No. It's $17.
I'm about to cash out you 20 right now.
See what I'm saying? You bum crumb.
Yeah, cash it, yeah. Hit Knightish some bread. Shit.
Watch Sharon. You
not worried about what I hit. Why niggas, yo,
Sharon is
now, hold on.
too, goddammit. You get
Sharon, niggas be worried about what I'm doing.
My nigga Sharon
be worried about what I'm doing.
My nigga Sharon is back. Put some respect on his name.
Ooh, I appreciate that, Knight.
Why they worried about what I'm spending, what I got? Why are you worried about what I gave the man? I gave the man something. Why don't you give the man something? Jesus Christ.
Lord have mercy.
Complain about my
There you go, Knightish. You good.
Let me go ahead and play the music for my guy Daryl Long.
And make sure we hit that like button, y'all. I only got to
dance for Daryl.
Thank you for the money, cheese, petty the dough, good scratch, squill of paper.
Whenever you get that panel ready, let me know so I can recruit him over, send him over there. Did he drop? No, hood.
Yo, my mic is messed up, y'all.
Yeah, now I got it queued up right now. I just set up a little rough panel real quick just to funnel it over. If you ready, I'm gonna hit live right now. We can.
Hey, yo, Knightish, why Knightish? Yo, when I came over here, how many people was over here when I came over here? And how many people was on the panel when I came over here, Knightish?
Up here, just when you got up here?
When I first
four
here.
people?
Yeah, exactly. So people just be talking, man. They just be talking. They on my dick.
No. Listen.
Like, God, get off my dick.
Listen. I'm saying this where everybody can hear it. Is do research. He's trying to give y'all some actual fucking information that you actually can use. Sharon does research. He's trying to give you. I might not agree with what the man is saying, but I'm not going to deny the level of work that he do. I'm not going to deny what the level of work that Daryl do. I've watched him do it long enough. So I give credit where credit is due. The rest of you bum crumb fucks that's just sitting around wasting human skin and blood vessels. I don't know what to say to you pieces of shit. You need to figure out how to love your brother, man, your fellow man. Y'all talk all this bullshit in these chats about who gonna go to sleep. Let me have a peaceful sleep, fucks. And I say, you know, I love y'all. Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. You curse everybody out, tell them you love them.
I do, though. I do.
But we need to have more human beings just being accountable this before we leave. Hey, look, be accountable for yourself. That's how you change your worldview. Is keep on moving forward. Do the hard things. If you know what's the right thing to do the shit. Stop trying to blame everything else. Oh, but he did it. It don't matter. It doesn't matter if your neighbor did the wrong thing or not, and he got away with it. You might not.
And I didn't even see your wife in the chat. Good morning, Miss Anya. Listen, y'all got to understand, the words that you speak are spells. There's powers in the words that you speak. Stop speaking all the negative shit because it's just going to come back to you. Here's what it is. We got another star in the building. Shout out to Cellulite Podcast. And I love you, Sexy Red. Call me Simps, niggas.
Fuck you, Sexy Red.
God damn. That's crazy.
With a big dick.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you want to please her? You supposed to say with a little one.
Nah, fuck her with a big dick.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely leaving now.
Leave her with a gaping hole.
All right.
Leave her with a gaping hole the size of Cassie.
I am not with these niggas. I have never been with these niggas. I am not of these niggas, and I'm going off to do my own thing away from these niggas. I'll see you later tonight.
Shout out. I'm finna send them to you. Oh, what up, brother of a certain age? Yeah, I'm finna be here for a minute while we wrap it all up. Damn, I wanted to still talk about this fucking film. Well,
so why you ending the show? Is this that time for you?
No, it ain't that time. I'm fresh and woke. Let me pull it back up.
Is this going too long?
No.
Get rid of conservative.
Okay, no, that's not happening. Absolutely.
You got rid of conservative. He ready to go back to the show. That is shit.
Because children actually do go through things. I think that somewhere along the line, we grow up so much and become so much of an adult that we forget what it's like to be a child. So we can't empathize with children, and we think that they're not going through anything. But I think that these babies that we are raising right now, they are going to be some of the strongest of the society. And it looks different to us. It looks softer to us. But just watch when these kids grow up. And being in a single parent household has zero to do with the sensitivity or the softness of a boy. Women raise strong men all the time.
How'd she figure that? What the? Listen. They can't even keep their face straight. Every time she says something, they're like, "What? Huh?" But that's it.
Where's the logic behind anything that she's saying?
I don't know. But look, when I was younger, one of my favorite shows was with Bill Bixby, who played in The Incredible Hulk. It was called The Courtships of Eddie's Father. He was a divorced husband. He was with his son. Talked to him a lot. Leave It to Beaver Ward Cleaver was always talking to the beef. The Cosby Show, Cosby was always talking to. So I thought, I'm finna be this kind of dad where I'm gonna talk to my son. I'm gonna be very whatever. My kids talk to me crazy than a motherfucker. I don't let them get too far, but I'll be listening to them sometimes. I'm like, listen, I taught you to, express yourself, but you don't have to be disrespectful in expressing yourself. What the fuck is happening right now, son? And we done chopped it up, and I've been like, listen, nigga, I don't want to treat you like a stranger in the street, but the way that works is you don't treat me like one. What are we doing? I understand your school is out of whack and society is saying whatever else, but we're actual family. What are you doing right now? I really had to like almost hem him up. I don't want to do what the oldest used to do with us, punch you dead in the center of your chest with them old nigga hands, try to push your rib cage to the back of your back. I don't want to do none of that old school shit. But was the old school folks right? Or was it just abusive? Because I still went out and acted a damn fool after all them beatings.
They definitely was abusive, Knightish. They definitely was abusive.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Beating us with switches, damn psychologically abusing us, hitting us with shoes and shit, extension cords and god doggone twigs and shit.
Yeah, go find your own switch and all that.
And braid that shit. And yeah, they was abusive, bro.
Y'all dad never beat y'all up.
Can I ask you a question, Knight? You know that list, like, because it's really late here. At what point do you think in the list did the morality get away from the church? Like, at what point did everyone decide to say, I got mine and fuck you, you go get yours, right? Because this is when the shaming began, when like society started fucking out. Like, if you bring the list up, like, when do you think morality fucked off? Like wave 2 or wave 1?
I think that men has always tampered and tested that. So I don't think it's some specific day. You think it's, listen, when you even talk about religion, isn't a bunch of Jesuits and stuff and the stuff that they was doing in the Americas with the Native Americans, them priests and stuff. You think about all the war behind religion. What part was it so?
No, I get it. Right? I don't argue religion. I'm just thinking, like, because you're trying to work out like why it happened in feminism, right? And it's like one guy's gonna say it's wave 1, another guy's gonna say wave 2 or whatever. But it's like, if you think about it, as you were saying, we don't have communities.
Let me say this.
Oh, go ahead.
I think that first wave feminism denying women the opportunity to educate themselves, denying them bank accounts, denying them to have. You just trying to put your foot on.
No, I don't. No. Listen.
I would never say it's. I'm not. And I wouldn't say I have a problem with it until it gets blurry and murky when they start talking about sexuality, and there is no sexuality, and family, the challenging family. What was wrong with the nuclear family that they try to bastardize and make it sound so horrible?
For African American, you guys are ahead of the curve. Like, I remember, like 4 or 5 years ago, there was this meme going around how African communities, the canary in the trenches.
Coal mine, canary in the coal mine is the.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. No, I'm European. They had in trenches in World War II because of mustard gas, whatever. But coal mine is the correct English term. I digress. But it's like that question I ask me, it's because sexuality, it's like it messes with a lot of things. It's like when is the woman going to be running after the little babies? At 20 or at 30 or at 40 now?
Nah, but hold on. You didn't answer Knightish question. Knightish, the answer to your question.
I missed it. It's like,
hold on. The answer to your question, Knightish, is this. When they realized it was more profitable to have people, like if you have 2 households, then that's more profitable. It's double the mortgage or the rent, double the light bills, double the water bill, double the gas bills. You have double the car payments, double the whatever. And then it's more profitable to extrapolate the funds from the men from the judicial system, going through divorce, having to pay alimony, having to pay child support, whatever. It's about money. It's about profit. And so it's profitable to have people fighting against each other, to have families not together. A one unit, shit, you can actually break some generational curses if you learn how to work together and build up family. But yo, if you by yourself and you're trying to make it alone, shit, it's easy to pick you off, and it costs
Izzy,
more.
when you say that, you preaching to the choir. I always say me. I don't know about these younger people because they got a completely different mindset. But I always say we do better together than apart. I still believe in black love and all of this shit. I still got some R&B music in my house. So I don't know what all this fatalistic kind of conversations be about. This everything is doom and gloom. I just think that's speaking horrible shit into things when they go the majority or most of them or all of them. It's crazy to me.
Can I answer that as a counterpoint?
Hold on, European dude. Let me holler at the OG real quick.
Go ahead.
Give me one of them cookie bags. I gotta roll with the blunt up. But look, so OG, I ain't been around in a while, right? So I'm watching my brother Hant channel. I see my
before you go, let me bring up a cellulite right quick.
Go ahead.
Come on in.
Play, it's always a treat when players meet. Judge.
Sel, give me a mic check.
Mic check.
Oh yeah, you perfectly crisp. Go ahead, girl.
Knightish, the only reason I came up, Knightish, every time you go to talk, your microphone start bugging real bad. You might have to go out.
It's StreamYard. It's
StreamYard. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, on my side, night it sounds fine. So I don't know.
I'm gonna jump off because it's late here. It's 3 a.m. Okay, thank you for having me. Bye.
Thank you for coming up.
But yeah, so
thank you, Will.
I get what you and Izzy saying about like women not wanting a nuclear family, but I just disagree, right? And I'm using a situation close to home for all of us. So my sister Callie Bev, she got divorced recently, or she going through the divorce, right? And at the end of the day, she said she stayed there for 10 years. She was the leader. She made the money. She took care of the kids. She gave them babies. She opened her legs. She cooked and cleaned. And my man's just didn't put his weight. You feel me? I think that in itself is part of the reason why the nuclear family, as y'all talking about it, it don't exist no more, right? Because turn that fan off for me. Because at the end of the day, right, you know what I'm saying? I know Callie to be a very male adjacent woman. You know what I'm saying? I can pull 1,000 clips from my shit alone of her saying that women should stay with their husband no matter what. But as she said in her video to him, 10, 15 years, 20 years go by, if you being the leader, the nigga not making no money, or you making more than him, et cetera, I think that women just got tired of that shit, bro. And just like my sister Callie, she can do bad by herself. You feel me? Like, I think that's what it really came down to. A lot of women don't want to deal with these niggas that can't do shit nowadays. And we see it all the time. How many times a woman said, I don't want to be with this nigga no more because he broke, he can't do nothing. And she got a right to do it. So, I mean, that's just what it is.
Daryl, the thing is, though, it's a condition in a programming, though. We got to be honest, because I wasn't saying that women don't want the nuclear family. I mean, that may be the case, but that's not what the position I was coming from. I was coming from a systemic issue, whereas it's more profitable for the system, it's more profitable for the nation to keep people infighting, right? Now, this is the thing, bro. A lot of men earn money, but is it LeBron James money? Is it Drake money? Is it Chris Brown money? No. But a lot of men earn money. A lot of men take care of their families. A lot of men, if you've been conditioned and socialized to always want more, if you've been conditioned and socialized that it's never enough, if you've been conditioned and socialized to think you want Sex in the City, mimosa brunch every day, and you want to be able to just sit and chill and talk with your homegirls, go to the beach, go here, go there, and you buying into this basketball wives lifestyle, you buying into this love and hip hop lifestyle, then of course you're gonna look at your man like he ain't shit, but he bringing in 70, 80, $100,000 a year. Like, that's decent money. I mean, you're not rich, but he earning, and
So
that be the problem. They want more.
So I think the problem is that we are not being honest, right? It is 15 million black women in the workforce, and it's 7 million black men in the workforce. So this idea that you think that all these men is out here just grinding until their fingers hit the bone is not true. They need to start stepping up and doing what they got to do. Stop making women believe that they got to suffer to be with them. They say, I want a woman. No, she shouldn't have to suffer to be with you, bro. You need to hold your weight. If you're not making enough money with your, as to at least be at the same level as your woman or higher, then bro, you shouldn't be scrolling on the goddamn internet. You shouldn't be making no goddamn music that ain't making you no money. You shouldn't be trying to be no goddamn video.
Wait a minute.
You shouldn't be doing none of that other extracurricular things until you get your ish together in your household and you doing your best to move your family forward, and then you could do extracurricular activities, not the other way around, thinking that you gonna be that 1 in a million rapper. You ain't gonna be that, or whatever that entrepreneur thing that you think that you gonna just do and it's just gonna explode. It doesn't work that way. You gotta build your character, and then once you build your character and you build a financial wall behind it, then you could go ahead and take a chance and do something on that is entrepreneurial, and hopefully that would take off as well. But it usually don't take off that easy neither. Most people go through like 5 businesses before they find a successful one. So
right.
Again,
So then why
you gotta take care of your
wait 1 second, y'all.
and then after that, you could go ahead and try to do the extracurricular activities.
Yeah, let me acknowledge this Cash App, and then it's Izzy. Let me get a mic check from Red to Muse.
Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
1 second, y'all.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Okay, y'all got it. Oh, thank you, the Most High, for the Cash App.
Yo, so Sharon, this is the thing. So you're telling me that you think most men are not at least earning $45,000 to $50,000? But last time I checked on the statistics, it said that black men were only second to white men as far as earning potential in America, because that's not counted.
And so the thing
Hold on real quick.
That wasn't the finish? I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't finished yet. He just jumped in. But this is the thing. So I'm trying to understand, like, from what I've seen, it's the man makes $80,000, but the woman wants to live $150,000 lifestyle, or the man makes $100,000, but the woman wants to live $1 million lifestyle. The man makes $50,000, but the woman wants to live $100,000 lifestyle. So it's not that men are not earning, or men are not doing this, or men are not doing that. It's that to that woman, it's not enough because she's comparing it with a fantasy and pseudo reality.
Okay, so the problem is, first of all, let's address the black man and make it right under white man. It's also two people in our society that's above the white man. So that means we closer to the bottom than the top, right? So that's number one. So we could compete a little bit better. Number three, this idea that any woman that gets a man that is making a average, she just always want more than what he can make, is only true to the man that is not trying to do more. He is not attempting to be better. You cannot go ahead and get a $45,000 job, which is the average, and then just sit there. Then when you come home, you sitting down on the couch, you watching TV, you scrolling through the thing, you talking on, like, nah, bro, you need to go do more, because you are capable of doing more. You need to be doing the most you can to provide for your family. And I don't care how difficult it is for you to do more. Nobody cares. You could cry me a goddamn river. Go outside and do more. I don't care if you got to work a day job, a goddamn cab job.
Women
you gotta
have
go
to
ahead and do a YouTube show. You got to go ahead and do a
Sharon, cool. You
OnlyFans.
preaching.
I don't care what it is. If you and your family needs more for your family, you need
That's
to go
right,
ahead
Sharon. That's right.
Let's move the mic around. We got a new guest up here. I'm sure she want to do a little bit of cussing too.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's so good to see you. Hi, everybody. Izzy, you can't take a joke, because I was just joking. I feel like you went a little too far.
You'll be all right.
Okay.
I was just joking, so you'll be okay.
Okay, but
I
I didn't
take
know.
none of this shit personally or seriously.
Right, but to say something like that, and you're supposed to be masculine, that really wasn't masculine of you. Just saying. But anyway, we can go on. It really wasn't. But I don't want to go. I don't want to yell and go back and forth with you because
No,
when
you know
two
I'm not
people
gonna
are
do that.
arguing, you look like the fool.
Yeah,
So
you know
it
I'm not
does.
gonna
Nobody
do that.
knows. Excuse
It's,
me.
you know I'm not gonna do that. It's all
Do
good.
I?
I'm
No,
not
it's
gonna sit and yell and argue with you. You good?
exactly. However, you did earlier. So, and I wasn't even here to defend
From,
myself. So you really acted like a little girl. But we can move on.
wait, but girls are supposed to be great, right? Girls are wonderful, right?
Don't you? Do you? Are
Yeah,
you not involved with women or?
I am involved with women. I
Oh,
love women.
okay. Good.
Women are wonderful,
Anyway,
delicious,
we can move on.
delicious.
We can
Women
move
are
on.
delicious. They're
You
delicious,
don't have to be weird. You
scrumptious,
don't have to be sexual in
delicious.
any manner. I don't know why you
Mm.
think that's cool, but
I'm not. I'm just saying women are
no, I mean
delicious.
that's cool. You think that's cool to do that,
They're
and it's
great.
just not.
Yeah, wonderful.
You
God
called
has
her.
never
Yeah, he
created
called me
nothing better than a
broke.
woman. I was calling the dude broke. I was calling that dude broke. You didn't see the
We
super
can get.
chat?
I'm saying let's get back to the topic.
Let's do that. She's talking. I'm trying to let her rock. What's going on? Let's get back to the topic.
Isn't it? Yeah, it is creepy. It's creepy. He's a nigga weird.
All I'm saying is that, like, listen, if a man is serious about taking care of his family, he's going to do whatever he's got to do, and he don't care about if somebody have jokes about whatever he's doing. Hey, I say every time, hey, my packages better not be late. That don't stop that man from go ahead and do whatever the hell he got to do to make sure him and his is going to be good. He's doing whatever and everything he got to do to make sure his family good. It don't matter. So again, once men start stop acting like little, like
they want to be the women. He want to be taken care of. He wants
wrong?
soft hands for the rest of his life. They don't want to do things, manly things. They don't want to get out there. They don't want to work, do construction, electrician work. They don't want to get down there in the dirt in their hands and knees to make money for their families and wonder why they don't get the respect from women that they should. Because nobody's going to take care of you. When you have a family to be take care of, that's a man's responsibility. When they make those children, they are saying that I am accepting responsibility not only for this child but for this woman.
Yo, Sharon, the crazy thing is, right? So again, it's anecdotal, and the only thing I could speak on is men that I know, right? And men that I'm around. And all the men that I know and all the men I'm around.
But all the men but you.
Hold on. I didn't
you.
Hold on. I didn't
but
cut
you.
off. Hold on. I didn't cut you off.
I don't care.
Okay,
you disrespected me. Therefore, I can disrespect you. You opened the door for me to disrespect you because you disrespected me and you did not apologize. Therefore, you made it okay for me to disrespect you.
Oh, is that
I
what
don't.
I did?
Yeah. You just. I mean,
Well,
if you broke, just say that.
No, you go ahead.
It would be just better if you say that because you always get defensive when people bring up money or what you not doing as a man, and then you feel like then you want to be the victim.
Interesting. Go ahead and dig in your pocket then. Since I'm broke, go ahead and dig in your pocket. Okay. We're gonna fix this because what we're not gonna do is
what we're not gonna do is gamble. I don't gamble, sir. I don't gamble. You're a gambler. I don't gamble, sir. You're not gonna bet with me about how much money or what I should support or when I should support. You don't dictate my pockets, nigga.
Yeah, I don't. Watch me dictate your pockets now.
You don't dictate my pockets.
Here we go.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna get bountied. Oh, so much control.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wait, because so we ain't gonna since I'm broke and you know.
Yeah, you gotta bounty me to show that you're not. Yeah, it's so whack. Yeah, I'll just go. Have a good one, y'all.
Yeah.
So give your money away for free, nigga.
Yeah. Yo, so like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, yo. Sharon, the thing is that most men that I know, they earn and they get money for their families. So at the end of the day, it don't be about the man earning or getting money. It be like he pay the bills, he pay this, he pay that, but the woman want this. He pay this, he pay that, but the woman want that. He's taking care of his family, but she want to go on 3 vacations. And the truth of the matter is people, multimillionaires don't go on 3 vacations a year. But a lot of people, because they've been conditioned, socialized with this social media or this entertainment mindset, they think that what they see on the television or on the internet is really how people with money live, and it's not. And so they're chasing after this dream. They're chasing after this reality that's not so real.
I disagree with you. Me and my wife took 3 vacations this year already. We literally
Thank you.
took a flight for her son to go to Vegas next week. So, like, and I showed you, I just bought the new truck, the Hyundai. You feel me? Fully loaded calligraphy, 60,000.
I got you.
So the only thing that holds men back are men. The only thing that holds a man back is himself.
Daryl, okay, and not trying to be funny, right? So my definition of rich is multifaceted, right? You got to have at least 50 million. You know what I'm saying? You got to have at least 50 million. You got to be able. You got all your bills got to be paid, and you got to have investments as well. So meaning that you don't have any debt, or the debt that you have is paying for itself. It's good debt, and you got to have a net worth of at least 50 million. So when I'm talking about people with money, I'm not talking about like $1 million, 2 million, 5 million. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like.
But can we be realistic? Let's talk about he's just said what he had and what he has done.
So, but that's
and you
not,
still
but that's
dismissing it because he doesn't have $50 million?
Because what I was hold on. What I
dismissed everything this man just said.
Daryl, when I was talking, I said rich people don't take 3 vacations. So I was qualifying what I meant by rich people, right? I know a lot of people who only have $1 million or who have 500 or 600 or $800,000, and they take a lot of vacations. But I'm talking about rich people, and what I define as rich people is 50 million or more. They don't take 3 vacations a year. They don't.
No, see, I wasn't really arguing against that, right? I didn't want to interrupt you. I was more just saying like I'm not rich at all, right, B? But you know what I'm saying, I spend a lot of money on my wife. Like I'm looking at my cash app right now. I almost sent my wife almost $7,000 on there alone, not to mention Zelle, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Like, babe, since I've been here, can I say I spent at least $20,000-$30,000 at the very least? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like, bro, it's like this. It's so much money out here. It is. I just bought my wife this MacBook Air just because.
You being a good husband. Salute to that.
I have a question. Can men really speak if they're not with the person that they supposed to be with the mother of their children? Can they really say anything?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. Yo, Knightish, can men speak if they're not with the mother of their children?
Men can speak whenever they fucking want to.
Thank you. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, Knightish. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
But
the women know what I mean.
Depends on, right? So like
the women know what I mean.
So yeah, they can speak, but I don't know if it's going to actually hit. Anybody going to take them for advice? It depends on what they're speaking on. They could speak on losing a relationship. Yeah,
speak on that.
Speak on the things that you did wrong. You speak on the things that you could have did better. Because her side is her side. You should only be speaking on your side of things. Like you should be doing self-reflection so you can move forward. We was just having a conversation that if I'm with my wife and my wife decides to do something that is outside of what is needed, I'm just gonna leave. It don't have nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna just move accordingly, and that is it. I don't need to talk about what she did and how wrong she is. Hey, I had to leave because it was time for me to leave. If the other person left you, hey, you don't have to follow whatever that is.
Right, but but this is the crazy thing. A man is not defined by a relationship. A man is defined by his successes and the obstacles and challenges that he's overcome. So that's the very funny thing. We never define a man by a batch because we understand that there's a person named Tom Brady who had a wife and she divorced him and then got with a daggone judo instructor. We understand that there was a man named Jeff Bezos and his wife, they got divorced and she married the damn chemistry damn teacher. So women in that regard can be very, very goofy. And if any nigga define a man by a woman, y'all are crazy. Like at the end of the day, my worth and my value is not in any woman. My worth and my value,
they trust men who are married more than single men.
My worth and my value is defined by
your responsibility.
Defined by the thing that I accomplish and the people I take care of. I'm responsible for a lot of people.
But you all don't respect single. I don't understand.
At the end of the day, I'm responsible for a lot of people. So because I'm responsible for a lot of people, and a lot of people rely on me to take care of them, all that other stuff is irrelevant.
And I want to say
one second.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
See you.
It says Chris Reed, $5. Fellow and women, let's say God takes that away from you. Are y'all at the end? Will y'all still be for each other? Don't know what that means, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. I got a couple more. Let me see. We're gonna hit on with the shortest one. Thank you for the money. Yeah, she's fatty the dough. Good as scratch, paper. TBE trucking, $5. Driving through Arizona on my way to LA. Let me see. We got two more. Oh, is these mine? These ain't mine. Hey, man. That's the last one. Y'all got it.
Yo, it's
All
the
right.
last one, Knightish. Yo, whoa, really? Hold on.
Wait. It just
relax.
popped in. It just popped in.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Man.
Izzy Band, 1999. Bye. Not so sexy. One second.
Bye, guys. Bring me back.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough. Scratch, squill of paper, yeah.
Red to Muse, $20. Bring me back.
Thank you.
Okay. And so now I want to address the whole Jeff Bezos and Tom Brady. So the thing is that, like, again, those men, we never heard those men talk bad about their women and why they women left or why they wanted a divorce. This is what I'm saying. Men that go through some things like of that nature, they are not going to be out here complaining, talking about how they woman did them dirty. They're going to keep on moving. Tom Brady, he got into a new career field, right? He kept moving forward. That's what men do. So they are going to push forward, even if they wife or whoever does something foul to them. They are not going to, like you said, it's going to be
Spend your bread, Shotty. Spend that paper. Let's get it.
All right.
Spend that paper, baby. Let's get it. You want to call me broke? Let's see how broke I am. Spend that bread. Let's get it.
Thank you.
I never said you were broke. I just said you spent $10 and you got in your feelings like a bitch.
Good as scratch, paper. Izzy Band, 1999. Nah, spend more money. Like I said, let's get Knightish paid.
Let's get Knightish paid. So this is the thing, right? What I'm talking about is, and again, she was trying to elude. She changed the subject, and she tried to be funny, talking about a relationship. But men are not defined by relationships. Men are defined by the obstacles, the challenges, and the things that they overcome. Men are not defined by that. So at the end of the day, and y'all know that, no matter what y'all want to say, y'all understand that men are defined by their accomplishments, not by a relationship.
1 second, y'all. Let's see.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough. Scratch, squill of paper, yeah.
Chris Reed, $2. If God take that away from both of y'all. I don't know what he's taking away. 1 second. Let me see.
Thank you for the money. She's petty the dough. Good scratch, squill of paper.
But I will concede, because I didn't mean to. If that's how you interpreted it, I didn't mean for that. So I do apologize, Izzy.
Okay, no
Red to
problem.
Muse, $20, and I'm back.
So
I
let me ask you,
I was just joking. So
let me ask you.
apologize.
No problem. Let me ask you a question. When I'm speaking, can you allow me to just get my thoughts out, and I will.
Yeah,
do the
can you be
same
a little
thing.
quicker though? Because I don't know why you talking so slow
there
to
you
me.
go.
But when you talk to the other men, you talk to them fast. You
There
don't
you
have
go.
to. I'm not slow, sir.
But all I'm asking you is if
Please
you would
speak
not-
faster. If you speak
No,
faster,
see,
maybe.
there you go. I'm about to put 100
you
on.
speak so
I'm about to put
slow.
100 on you. Stop playing with me. I'm about to put 100 on your head. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm about to put a hundo. You're gonna have to dig in your pocket. I'm telling you, stop playing with me. I can speak however I want to speak.
Thank you for the money. She spent it the dough, a scratch squill of paper, yeah.
Chris Reed, $2. Will y'all be together or for each other at the end?
Yo, Knightish, I'm talking about $100 and you interrupted me for $2, bro.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
You wilding, but okay, cool, no problem. I'm talking about a hundo and you interrupted me for $2, Knightish. What type of shit is that?
I don't know what's wrong with me, man.
Go ahead. Yeah, I got it.
Let's get to another bit of this, and then I guess
Yeah. So, okay.
Are you about to say something, Sharon?
Yeah. I'll just we could get back to the combo. So, yeah. But you're gonna play something, I guess, so we can react.
I was about to play the other part of that clip.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Here we go.
It's called the community. Women get community. They rally all of the people that they have around them. Women get all of the resources that they have with all of the people. Women supplement them not having a father in the household with men in their life. They get their boys mentors. So they do have male influence. Just because they're a single mother does not mean that they are not gathering people in order to make their child whole, just like fathers do. Single fathers have to get their community together of women because they have to influence their daughters because they know they can't do it alone. It's called community. Single parent households mean absolutely nothing because they raise some of the best people, not because they're single parents, but because they have to. They don't have a choice.
Wait,
So
hold
I
on,
don't
Knightish,
think
Knightish.
that we are raising soft children.
So how can a person be at two places at one time, right? If a woman is a single mother, she has to go to work and earn money, then that means that she doesn't have the time to spend with the children. And if she's not spending time with the children, that means those children are left to their own devices. This community that she's speaking of doesn't exist because of the fact that there's so many men absent in it.
I think you just missed what she said. She said a woman that is single, she would find substitutes for that father figure, like put them in football. So now you got a coach and basketball and things of that nature. She'll find uncles and other men that is in her life that she trusts to be around her child to fulfill some kind of a male figure, a positive male figure in that child's life. That's what she was.
But right, that's what she said. But the reality of the situation is gangs wouldn't be so prevalent if that was the case. The reality of the situation is degeneracy wouldn't be at an all-time high if that was the case. The reality is the hood wouldn't be so violent, wouldn't be such a desolate place if that was the case. So apparently these children, a lot of them are wayward and don't have any direction or don't have any mentorship or any leaders, which is the byproduct of getting rid of men, not only in the household, but in the community, so-called community.
So I believe you are correct with we come to poverty driven communities, and they have a lack of coaches and male mentorship period in project type situations. But when we're talking about single parenthood, not all of them come from some goddamn poverty. A lot of single parents, single mothers are living above the poverty level, and they have men that they can trust, like uncles and so grandfathers and all these other things, to bring around their child's life where they could be productive father figures or productive males in life. So we cannot look at it as it's just some poverty driven place. No.
Well, but think about it, Sharon. If we go to the statistics, right, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I think last time I checked, they said 40. I think it was 47.6% of so-called Black single mothers live at or below the poverty line. So I mean, that's not quite 50%, but it's close enough to 50% where this is a real thing and a real conversation. But then not only that, the crazy thing is you have children who grow up in suburbia who who look like us who want to identify with the hood. So then they emulate that behavior, or they emulate that mindset, and they start copying and trying to fit in with the hood kids. So you have a lot of that going on as well. So it's not like what she's saying, where it's just this utopia community where the men are taking the children and mentoring them, and no. Unfortunately, that's not the case. That happens, but it doesn't happen enough.
Okay, that's fine that it doesn't happen enough, but that is not on. So if the woman is doing her best to find productive male roles, that's all she can do is find productive male roles, because she put herself in a situation where the father doesn't want to be, or they relationship, whatever that case is, where the male father is not around. She got to do her best to find productive men to put her child around, and nothing is guaranteed. It is what it is. However, we all know mentorship usually is going to affect young men and women in a productive way. We know that, and that's what we are missing with our community, that we do not have enough people able to communicate doing the right things.
Right. So that's the point that I'm making, Sharon. That's exact, but that goes against her point. That last point that you made is the exact point I'm making. We don't have enough of mentors teaching these children to do the right things. I agree with that point, and that's what I'm saying. So her premise is faulty. It's not accurate. It's an idealized premise, but it's not a reality.
It might. I don't know if I want to say
you just said it, bro.
It's just not the majority. So I could agree with that part. It's definitely not a majority of men that's doing the right thing, because the majority of men that are doing the right thing, they tend to stay to themselves, because you get ridiculed and you get beat up in public spaces when you're doing the right thing. Majority of the other time when I'm getting disrespected, I'm getting disrespected not because I'm doing something wrong, because I'm actually doing the right thing and preaching the right things and telling people that you should move in the right direction, no matter how difficult it is, right? That's what I get ridiculed for. Nobody actually disagree with any of my talking points. They just hate the fact that I'm saying do the right thing. So that's why a lot of men that are doing the right things tend to stay to their family and just make sure that their family is doing the right thing, and they keep it pushing. It is what it is.
Right. So there's not. So
I do disagree with you about one thing, Sharon, that social fluidity thing.
What social fluid got?
Because I asked you on that panel when you and Illa was going back and forth. I asked him, was he pro-black? He said he don't like to use the term black, so I don't know what that meant. He sound pro-black to me. And I asked you, was you into social fluidity? You said yeah.
Well, you know, black is a construct. It's a construct used to.
I know, but what else do we identify? So I should ask him, was he pro-melanin?
Yeah, pro himself. Yeah. So that's what he was probably responding to. But yes, pro himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's pro people that look like him. At the same time, we understand, you know, that black, you know, that is what it is. But that's a whole nother concept.
Maybe I misunderstood Sharon. Maybe he didn't mean to say yes, he was into social fluidity.
I'm not really understanding what social fluidity means, but I do believe that we should concern ourselves with people with good character more than just being self-identified.
Right. So I don't think that a lot of heterosexual people spend a lot of time saying I'm heterosexual. So when people start talking about identifying themselves, I don't think that was heterosexuals saying that. Now I understand you might want a Hawk Girl and Superwoman and all that. That's cool. Or you might want to have somebody that's from the rainbow community be a superhero. That's cool because you want to identify yourself. But it's different when you're trying to impose things on people that they just is beyond like I don't want to see whatever person identify themselves breaking women's backs while they wrestle.
Oh, so no. So, if you mean that I believe that T women should be playing the sports with naturally born women, no, I don't agree with that at all. If that's what you.
Okay. Then I misunderstood that. Other than that, yeah.
But Knightish, how did we get there though? Because we was talking about her point about the women in the.
We're talking about feminism in general. Because the question over there was, let me read what it is. Feminism gave women freedom, but at what cost? Because what feminism did morphed into that other community. And now that other community is saying that y'all not even really women, y'all just birthers. They calling them all kind of different stuff other than women. Or they call them cis women.
I'm confused though, right, Knight? Because I thought me and you, I don't know, maybe you wasn't on my panel back in those days. So you saying, right, that feminism is the reason why Black men like Marsha P. Johnson chose to create the LGBTQ movement, and white men like Harvey Milk, who had no Black women friends at all. Like, I'm just confused because we gotta hold these men.
When I talk about feminism, I'm not talking about Black. I'm talking about the idea of feminism as a whole when it goes beyond women. That's why you never hear me say Black women. That Black women shit is red pill niggas and manosphere niggas. I'm not them because I don't never talk in that defeatist mindset. I'm sure if you do what you're supposed to do, you can find somebody that's going to be on your so-called program. All things I learned when I got to YouTube. When I was younger, I got married when I was 24, my wife was 22. We didn't hear none of that shit. You got to be a leader. You got to do this. We were just two young kids trying to figure this shit out.
But no, I'm just talking about in the context of when we talking about trans and, you know, gay people, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of those men was out there doing what they wanted to do against their mother's wishes. We saw that depicted in stories like the Central Park Five. When my man got locked up, his brother was gay. His mom's put him out the crib. You feel me? Like, and, you know, he lost his life or whatever. But at the end of the day, a lot of women, period, wasn't cool with their sons, women. You feel me? Like, that's just that's something that the men did themselves. Like I always say, Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, Harvey Milk, right? These were some of the LGBTQIA2S plus community heroes.
Born. So let's stay right there. I still listen to James Baldwin. I still listen to Bainer Rustin. I still listen to Nikki Giovanni, even though they're part of that community, because sometimes the message is bigger than the messenger. So I'm not saying that they don't have valid things to say. What I'm saying is that feminism itself, not women, whoever's backing it, if it's men, if whoever it is, because when I think about that community, that's such a small minority, how do they have so much power out of the clear blue? How is the power that they have so transformative? Why was the White House painted a rainbow? I don't care what you do in your room, your sexual proclivities. If my son is in that whatever, I'm not kicking my son out. He's still my son. I'm not going to celebrate that lifestyle choice though.
But Knightish, it's an agenda. It goes back to what you were saying earlier, right? It's all part of the same agenda. If the united we stand, divided we fall. A house divided against itself can't stand. So if you have a bunch of people who are into the same sex, then babies are not created. If babies are not created, then there's no thought of soldiers. And plus, if you have a certain mindset and a certain mentality and you provide this mentality mindset to the people, then they become weaker in mind, and because they don't even know who they are, they don't even know what they identify as. So it's all part of a plan and an agenda to be able to take over and to keep people in a constant state of bondage and constant state of influx.
That's not right.
Give me 1 second. Let me respond to this comment out here. Sexy Red, if you did come back up, I did not see you. I'm not holding you from this panel. Nothing happened. You still have access. You paid your way back. I'm not holding you down. Don't say that. Go ahead, Daryl.
So I'm gonna just tell a short story before I talk about Izzy, right? But when I was at Central Michigan my first year, right, Knightish, this white boy, he had two mothers. Yeah, his mother was gay. She married another woman. But I learned a lot about the LGBT stuff. So it said, why was I think that was either you or Knightish, one of y'all said that the White House was painted rainbow.
That was Knightish.
That was me.
To promote the lifestyle. It's to promote the rights for those human beings, right? The right to get married, the right to not be discriminated against, the right to have public accommodations like, bathrooms specifically for them. For example, in 2009, they passed the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Hate Crimes Prevention Act, which allowed federal prosecutors who could not before 2009 to prosecute people under hate crimes based on sexual orientation and gender identity. And this was happening a lot, bro. You get what I'm saying? In 1964, they had to pass the Boston-Clayton Act. That way, people won't be discriminated based on their sexuality when they want to buy homes. So a lot of it wasn't to say, oh, and also the military service. The military didn't allow them in there. They also had to pass a law to get them in there. So, and also adoption. So, like, they had a lot of different rights that were stripped from them just because they chose to be with somebody, which is ridiculous. And that's
How do
more.
people know they should made that choice?
What you mean?
Right.
Like,
He's saying
if you
it's not
go
a
to
choice.
try to adopt somebody, how do they know you made this choice?
So when two women walk in together, holding hands, kissing, the choice is clear as day.
Okay,
That
so
deep.
here's my thing about this, because they say two women is the party starter, and the other thing is disgusting. But look, if a dude that's a part of that community punch me and I punch him back, he got special protection against him. Then I'm finna be effed off when all we doing is having a fair fight.
Yeah, it makes it not a fair fight, if I may, just because that's why I came back up. The LGBTQ was infiltrated the same way as BLM was, and it became something that it wasn't supposed to be. And I don't need any special protections. It actually gives people the opportunity to entice people into violence and then claim to be the victim. I watch it all the time.
Man, let me acknowledge this cash out right quick.
Got me a couple of dollars. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Tio said $50 ball credit for Miss Red.
Oh, thank you, Tio. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And Tio, my God, shout out to you. I wish you would have sent me that in a damn cash app. No, I'm fucking around. But I think you do. But 10th man, you do need all them protections that Daryl's talked about, right? To be able to adopt and all the other things, right?
Yes, but not hate crime laws. All that does, yes, of course, we want to be able to file our taxes as spouses. We won all that, and then all of a sudden it became something different, where you got somebody who's pretending to be a woman taking pictures in a woman's bathroom at Disney World and making people uncomfortable, and then they claim to be the victim when they're actually the one that's causing the problem. They have no problem with a trans person. They have a problem with the behavior of the trans person. And then they get to claim victim. That's the problem with hate crime laws.
No, I think that in a country where, as African Americans, we, especially in the South, right? For example, we just had Andrew Wilson say, well, the Confederate flag isn't disrespectful. Nobody who supports the Confederates ever beat up a black person just because, when we know that we have plenty of examples like that, right? So I think that in actuality, the hate crimes and the laws that's a part of them, they need to be in place, right?
I understand, but this is the point.
Hold on, white man.
Sorry. Hey, don't call me white man racist.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let him finish, though. He did not cut you off.
As I was saying, when the Asians put in the hate bill, I think that was Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, it was right after a major situation had happened when all of them had been targeted specifically because of their race, right? So I think hate crimes and the laws when they put in by legislators, that's a big deal, right? I'm waiting for them to institute a black hate crime because black men are still being hanged, black men are still being sentenced for crimes more than they white counterparts with the same partners, with the same background and everything. So I think it's a good thing that they get these laws in. But to Izzy's point earlier, I don't think when the White House was putting up the flag, they're saying, hey,
that wasn't my point. That wasn't my point, Daryl.
Yeah, my bad. Like when
That's
they
not
doing
his
that,
point.
I think they're saying that, hey, women, you should go lick on boobs. And I think they're saying, hey, please just respect these people. That's all.
Well, you changed my perspective. I thought that meant these people are above you, just like when they passed that fucking Asian hate crime bill before they passed something for black folks. How all these people leapfrogging.
They did pass the anti-lynching act bill.
Yeah, like so
a lot too late, but finally. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Your pause is out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So no, so we had a bill before everybody. So I don't know where y'all get this idea that the Asians got a hate crime bill before we did.
Wait, you talking about the 13th and 14th Amendment?
So what I'm saying that if a group of white folks go around beating on a black person and he's saying the N-word throughout the whole thing, he would be charged for a hate crime. Yes.
No, he wouldn't. That just got passed, Sharon. I think you're mistaken. You're mistaken the Civil Rights Act or the Civil Rights Bill for the hate crime bill about lynching, which I don't even know if it got passed. If it got passed, it was very, very recently, like the last year or so. But last time I checked, that didn't even really get passed for real. So they're not wrong in what they're saying. That's the thing. They're not wrong in what they're saying.
So if 10 black dudes beat up a white guy, that's not a hate crime, but it is if it's the reverse. Makes no sense.
If they call
It's a
it
hate crime both ways.
names,
We have to prove the hate.
Okay,
But
so
it's
when
not.
so let me I want to answer. So when did the Asians get their hate crime bill? Y'all remember what year, by any chance?
that was a couple years ago. That's
Yeah, like
probably-
2023, I think, 2022.
So, all right, so the Hate Crime Prevention Act happened in 2009, which protects black people. So again,
2009.
Yes, that's the Hate Crime Prevention Act. Yes. So again,
well, thank you for 2009, but I thought we've been having crimes against us the whole fucking time.
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, but thank you for the correction.
Yes, there we go.
I was born in the 70s, and motherfuckers was pulling all kind of bullshit all throughout the 70s and 80s, and using a hard R.
Okay. That's fine, but I just want to point out the correction.
And nothing. Well, what my thing is, nothing has changed. But what did black men do to change that? They'll blame black women for everything, but when it comes to
somebody said something about a black woman.
Go ahead.
Did somebody say something about a black woman?
I guess I can't talk about black women.
No, you can, but
I mean, I know I'm a woman. I can't. I'm gonna be quiet. I should just be quiet.
I just want to say this: what Sharon mentioned. If you rewind the video, I mentioned that earlier. I said the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Hate Crime Prevention Act, which was enacted in 2009.
Is that Google?
Yeah,
you using
they
Google?
were. Wait, hold on, Daryl. They were weren't they a part of the LGBT community?
That's what I was about to say. That was not.
Yeah, that wasn't because they were black.
That was for.
So black men fought harder for LGBT rights than their own.
Hold on.
Than straight black men.
That wasn't a legislation that says, "Hey, we don't want black people to not have to not be hated or whatever." That legislation literally says it's for sexual orientation and gender identity, because Matthew Shepard and James Byrd were a couple that was getting hated on because men don't like seeing other
You
men
talking
together.
about the gay white man with the black man husband?
Correct.
That's a
again. A white man fought harder for a gay black man than a straight black man.
And
That's what I'm
also-
talking about.
And also in 1955, I believe, hopefully I got the year correct, but the Anti-Lynching Act for Emmett Till was passed as well in 1955.
No.
In 1960, between 1965 and 68, I'm not exactly
Hey,
sure.
no, they knew. Come on, Sharon. They knew the people that did that to Emmett Till, and they never got brought to justice. What are you talking about, bro?
You could correct me after.
Okay.
So somewhere in 1955, the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act happened, right? That was specifically for us. And also the federal hate crime that was in the Civil Rights Act in 1968. So again, all these hate crime things, we had it long time.
I know I can't really say what I want to say.
They knew the people. They knew the people who did that. Hold on, 90s. They knew
over each other. Just talk over them.
They knew the people that that did that.
Hold on,
They knew the people that did that to
because
Emmett Till.
black men wanted to be preachers and
hold on real
podcasters
quick.
and pimps and
Yo,
shit
real quick.
instead
Hold
of
on
fighting
real
for their
quick.
rights
Really?
as straight
Hold
black
on
men.
real
Yeah, I
quick. Like,
said
we
it.
ain't gonna do that.
I'm gonna
Hold
use
on
that
real quick.
$50 credit I
Hold
got.
on
Thank
real
you.
quick. But I mean, I'm saying that ain't
Much
gonna protect
respect,
you
girl.
from $100. But yo, look, what I'm saying is this. Yo, Sharon, they knew the people who did that to Emmett Till, and they never got brought to justice. So even if that's the case, which is not, we know that they don't never institute it when it comes to black men, to daggone Daryl's point. And Daryl has a valid point when he says that. That's a fact.
So I forget when Emmett Till. So again, the act was so that if you get caught lynching somebody, now that is a federal hate crime. So it happened after the fact. It wasn't. So whoever did it, that's a whole different argument. The argument that we are having is that it was no bills for hate crimes for black folks, and it's just not true. Since 1968, 1955, we've been having things that do protect black folks, technically on paper.
Straight black men were more concerned about being entertainers for the white man than fighting for their own rights. I'm gonna go back
Do y'all
on mute.
think do y'all think feminism did more damage than racism to the black community?
What the hell?
What did he say?
Do y'all think feminism did more damage than racism?
Nah. No. Stop it. You sound ridiculous. No.
Yo, I think you gotta go ahead with it, conservative. What's your argument? You can make an argument for that.
Well, I guess the argument would be that before there was
because white men
feminism,
been kidnapping, pillaging, raping men, black men especially, for centuries upon lynching y'all, killing y'all for centuries. So how the fuck did feminism stop it? You sound ridiculous.
well, like I said, before
hold them white men accountable. You do everything but hold the white man accountable for what he has done to black men. Y'all will put it on black women for everything, but you will not hold that white man accountable for what he has done to you. Y'all will even sleep with his women and become a fucking personal slave for them, and then still have the audacity to come out of your mouth.
Who is this y'all that you're speaking about? Wait, who is this y'all that you're speaking about?
Doesn't mean I'm speaking to you, sir.
Nah, but I'm just saying, but y'all like
because one thing I know is you don't date white women. So shut the fuck up.
Yo, I don't know who you're talking. Wait, hold on. I don't know who you're talking to. You're not telling me to shut the fuck up. For number one. Number two, you got it dead. You got it dead wrong. Hold on, you got it dead wrong. Yo, black men, black men historically have spoke up. I don't.
So you shouldn't be talking.
But I do know that black men have held the white man accountable. It was a man called Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It was a man called Malcolm X. It was a man called Thurgood Marshall. It was a man called Bobby Seale. It was a man called Eldridge Cleaver. It was a man called black men have absolutely hold on real quick, conservative. Black men have absolutely gone against the system and have lost their lives in progress of trying to go against the system. So for you to say that dumb shit is a smack in the face of the ancestors.
Men were bought out by white
men.
Come on, a lot of those men sold the black community out. What are we talking about?
We got to get off this hamster wheel. Stop.
Some of them men didn't sell out the community.
It don't matter how she think about it. We got to get off her hamster wheel. This is a hamster wheel that will never stop spinning, and you're going to run yourself to death, and then you're going to put...
Through the night on sight, it's the night. Let's fly tight. Through the night on sight, it's the night. Let's fly tight. Through the night on sight, it's the night.
I like that.
Yeah, you're just going to put another hamster in the wheel and keep the wheel spinning until
you asked
you
the
burn that
question,
hamster out.
You asked
this whole
the question,
thing about what black men have done.
You asked if feminism is worse than racism, and it's not, because y'all will sit up here and drag women for feminism, but won't say a damn thing about racism.
How can we fight racism?
You won't do. I'm sorry, you'll say something, but you won't do anything.
How can men fight racism when they got feminism holding them back?
How is feminism holding you back?
It's giving women the jobs, the votes, the money.
A masculine man is allowing a woman to hold him back?
So by law, black women want the jobs, the votes, and the money that they want black men to use to fight racism.
15 million women are working and 7 million black men are working.
Right, so y'all fight it. Y'all fight racism. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Y'all fight racism. That's your man. That's your white man. Y'all fight that white man. That's your problem. Leave me out of it.
You should be fighting for yourself.
What debate? What debate?
Stop crying. Stop being a black male victim and go fight for your rights against the white man. But you won't. You'll just say feminism. but racism has little to do with what you're currently going through. The current
No, it's all feminism.
the current economy, the current government, the current society that we live in is all you're being dragged by a white man. But you want to come on here daily and talk about what black women do to you, sir? It's a lot more going on than black women.
No,
Okay.
no, white men ain't do nothing in my life.
So hood server, are you arguing?
Are you employed by a white man?
I don't know. He's
Are
probably
you
a
employed
Jew
by
or
a
a
white
Mexican.
man? Are you employed by a black woman?
I don't know his
Ridiculous.
ultimate
That's
race.
why they don't say anything, because they're employed. That's exactly why.
So you're not really gonna have
Because
a conversation.
Never mind.
Are you good, Sexy Red?
Talk your talk, Sexy. You got it. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I thought he was saying something.
You see, look, this is the feminism. Y'all would rather her talk, and she's like, "You niggas ain't shit," and then y'all like, "Well, keep talking, girl." That's why you're not fighting racism, right? This is exactly why you niggas.
I'm talking
And
to
y'all
know
niggas
who
gonna
I'm
stay
talking
on the
to.
same hamster
You
wheel.
the
That
one
shit is
that's
crazy.
you the one hitting and hollering,
Never
bitch.
said men wasn't shit.
I might as well be talking to a woman.
I'm hearing you, dear. Don't worry. The good ones are listening.
Thank you.
What?
The good ones. They're good ones. I didn't even know that was such a thing.
Whoa, wait a minute.
So what the good ones been doing? What the good ones been doing?
What you missing is that you are playing victim, and you're not recognizing that you are playing victim. You cannot keep blaming somebody else did. You keep pointing your finger towards everybody else, and you're saying that feminism is the reason why men are being held back, and that is a serious issue for men.
Racism is the same thing, bro.
Victim mentality.
Racism is victim mentality.
No, only if
let's have a duel of the victims then. If that's how you want to do it, let's have a duel of the victims. Which one is the bigger victimizer, feminism or racism?
Hold on. The only way racism is a victim mentality if you use racism as an excuse why you can't be who you're supposed to become, right? Racism is just another adversity that you have in life if you are somebody that's dealing with those type of situations. Feminism, according to you, that's just another adversity that you have to deal with. So what? We don't care. Grow up. You're not 10 years old no more.
That's not how black people deal with racism.
At least you ain't.
Hold on, Sharon.
You ain't getting eaten by a panther.
I didn't take a breath. I did not take a breath. What's wrong with y'all?
Hold on.
Hold your masculine frame.
Exactly.
In your goddamn masculinity.
Do it.
So again, you gotta have your idea of who you are, and you gotta work towards it. We don't care how difficult racism is. I don't care how difficult feminism is. I don't care how difficult the hip hop culture that made every woman twerk, even though you like your woman to go ahead and be a nasty freak in your bedroom. But God forbid if she's just having a good time when she is single and free. Oh, we gotta strike her. Shut up, do what you need to do, and stop crying like a little boy. You are not a little boy anymore. You still crying about not having your daddy. Shut up. Nobody cares if you didn't have your goddamn daddy.
Sharon, wait, hold on, Sharon.
Hey, one second, y'all. Let me read this damn chat. And conservative fight back, damn it. No, that was fucked up. That ending was so, I don't like it. It's fight back, conservative.
You want me to end?
You for the money, yeah. She's fatty the dough. Good at scratch, skrilla, paper.
What's with all the dreadheads?
Hey, come on now, don't.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Listen. It's too much going on all the way.
I think it's hot.
Listen. 1 second. Shout out to T.O. for the Cash App. Let me put some respect on that man's name. I appreciate you. Hood Servant, fight back.
Listen, that's not how black people fought back with racism. Black people didn't just sit back and suck it up, right? Black people didn't just get over the racism. Black people, they marched. The niggas is out there twerking. You niggas got laws passed. You niggas got policies in place. And mind you, you did all that work so you can give it all to your women, by the way. And now these women are treating you like shit. The same black men that did all the work to get all the women in these positions, now the women looking down on you niggas and you looking up at her like she deserves everything. This shit's crazy. That's not what you niggas did for racism. You niggas did a whole lot to get over racism. And I'm saying, well, feminism is the problem now. So that's how we're going to fight feminism.
So get over feminism.
Nobody got over it. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. We're going to get laws. We're going to have policies.
You don't even like women, bro. You don't even like women.
1 second. Sexy Red has $80 credit.
Thank you. Damn. Thank you. I appreciate that's love right there.
I like
Sir,
you.
you don't even like women for real. Just I mean to be honest, from what I've observed, you don't like women.
And
And
that's why
that's
black men
okay.
can't fight racism, because you rather have your women like over you than actually get out there and be on top. Because in order to fight the so-called racism, you got to be in front of your woman.
But
I
y'all
mean,
say y'all don't even
we,
want
but we have.
every
Wait,
day
wait,
they
wait.
say they don't
Wait,
want
hood
black women
conservative. Which
though.
way is it? Have we fought racism, or have we not fought racism? Which way is it? Now, this is the thing that I have a problem with.
No, you
We
replaced
can't.
racism with feminism.
Okay, so we fought racism then. So let's stop making it seem like black men haven't done anything. Black men have absolutely done a lot.
That's
We
what
have
she's
come.
saying.
I know we have come a long way, but we can't just let her get away with that and let her just make it seem like black men haven't done anything. That's a lie from the pits of
But
hell.
that's what
If
she
it
was
wasn't,
saying, and
I
y'all was
know,
letting
but
it
that's what
go.
that's. I know. I
You're
wasn't
putting
trying.
words in my
I
mouth.
wasn't
didn't say
trying to
all
let it.
black men.
Okay, I wasn't
I didn't
trying
say
to.
all black men.
Yo,
Calm
I
down.
was.
I never
Yo,
you're putting
I'm
words in my
calm.
mouth. And
I'm not.
still
I'm
here.
calm, but I'm trying to talk. And when you was talking, I ain't say shit. Yo, what I'm saying to you is this. At the end of the day, when I tried to correct it, y'all jumped in and y'all tried to jump over that. And we got to let it be known that black men are the reason why we have the liberties that we have right now, because of black men. So when they say that black men haven't done anything, that's bullshit and it's a
What
lie.
are you doing now?
So at the
Because
end
your
of the day,
liberties are being stripped away as we speak.
at the end of the day, we cannot make it seem like we ain't nothing, we ain't done nothing. We do something, we've been doing something. So now,
Hold on. So you're going to say no black men and women fought for this too? Yes, we did. We all fought together.
Who's we, white man? What you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Who are we? Who's we? What are you talking about?
Hold on. No.
Who's we?
If
What are you
white
talking about,
people
white
are the
man?
majority, then how'd
What,
you
you
get your
speak French?
rights?
What are you talking about? You speak French? Who's we?
Yes, parlez-vous français, monsieur?
Hey, yo, you sound like you my age. You ain't fought shit. Shut up.
What are you?
You ain't fought nothing. You in your 40s, right?
How did women get their rights?
Well, hold on, time out. Are you in
How
your
did
40s?
women get their
Are
rights?
you, sir? Are you in your 40s?
Men,
yes or no?
right?
Sir,
And how
are you in
did
your
black
40s?
people
Sir,
get their rights?
Sir, are you in your 40s?
All of
yes
us
or
fought
no?
together.
All
What
of
the
us
fuck
shit.
relevance
All
does
of
that
us
have?
shit. What you mean? The relevance
So
is
your
the relevance.
plan
I'm
of
gonna
how
answer
to
your
fight
question.
against the man is
The
to
relevance
separate
is
everybody and tell everybody they're no good. That this is your way to do it.
No, the relevance is
This
when
is
you
how
have.
this is how we
Are
unite,
you
right?
gonna ask? No, the relevance is you ain't say shit, white man. When this woman was talking about what the black man ain't did. So number one, hold on, conservative. Let me finish. You ain't said conservative. Chill out, yo, conservative. Mute, nigga. Yo, you ain't said mute, boy. You ain't said shit. When this woman was up here talking about, yo, conservative, shut the fuck up, man. Yo, conservative, stop talking while I'm talking. Let me deal with this motherfucking white man, nigga. Get out the way. All right, you got to go, nigga. All right. So you want to be disrespectful and shit, right? You don't want to let a black man talk? I'm talking to the white man. Shut the fuck up.
Right, and look.
Yo, you out of here. You out of here. Yo, Knightish, get this nigga up out of here, man.
No.
Shut the fuck up then, nigga, and let me address this dude, man.
We all gotta ride hard on her. We should all make her the target. See, they can't understand getting on code. As much as these niggas talk about code, they don't have the code that matters, which is bro code.
You out of here. You out of here.
Mic on. Please send it in the cash app.
You out of here. Out of here.
Did he say I'm the target? The fuck?
Yo, out of here. Yo, at the end of the day, sir, guy, this is the thing. You ain't say nothing when she was saying about what black men ain't do. So now you're gonna come at me with some sign language to talk to me about we working together. No, I'm addressing the issue. Listen, at the end of the day, they make every excuse and every reason to make it seem like the black man ain't this, the black man ain't that, the black man ain't this, and that shit ain't happening on my watch. I don't care what nobody say. I'm done.
So if affirmative action allowed women to take over all the spots, how come black men couldn't take that same advantage?
Are you stupid, bro? Hold on, let me answer the question.
LGBTQ.
Come on, Knightish. He addressed it to me. Can I answer it, bro?
LGBTQ get our rights because we were willing to fight with violence if necessary.
Sir, I gave you too much credit. That's an easy answer.
Yeah, minority
A black woman fills 2 spots, and a black gay woman fills 3 spots, sir. So at the end of the day, that's why affirmative action would have been more useful for so-called black women than so-called black men, sir. That's an easy answer, and that doesn't even take much intelligence. Nonsense. Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
Yeah,
nonsense.
Minority, right?
Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
A black man is a minority. A black woman is a double minority, and if she's a part of that community, she's a triple minority. You know that, 10th man.
Yeah, and Chinese people, Asian people were discriminated against even more so.
There you go. Why are you going all around the world to
because you don't want to see that everybody's discriminated against.
Man,
Wash your fucking pussy.
Thing. You got a pussy,
hey, ma'am.
Sir, you got a vagina, and I'm not a ma'am, nigga. You the one that like dick, not me. Don't play with me. You like dick. You like dick, not me. You like dick, not me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, bitch boy.
Pussy.
No, see, this is what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. Bitch. Hold on, Knightish. Let me address this bitch boy.
There's no way you gonna make a gay man feel gay. I mean, make you feel any kind of way when you actually.
Okay, but he talking about I know, but he talking about some dumb shit. Like, I don't play that shit with nobody, man. You wash your pussy, nigga. You take dick, not me.
What are you gonna do about it? Bitch about it on the internet? You're gonna do nothing. The same thing you're doing right fucking now. Blaming women for your fucking problem, but you're such a man, right? You're such a man.
You got the
big
wrong.
tough
You
man.
got the wrong person.
The women treat
I
me
didn't
wrong.
blame
Shut
women.
the
You
fuck
got
up.
the wrong person, bitch boy. You got the wrong person.
The bounty is now in effect. The bounty is now in effect.
I ain't come back.
Hey, Knightish, thank you for having me. I'm gonna scream at y'all.
You got the wrong person, pussy bitch boy.
Hey,
I ain't complaining about no women.
Izzy, did you just say you're not coming back over here?